This is the Drive-By Night Show. It's a 3-hour drive-around call-in talk show on TikTok. And there's a phone number, 402-853-8436. Anybody is welcome to call. We can really talk about whatever you want. There's no set format on the show. The only rule that I have is just be cool. Other than that, anything goes. This is my 15th week doing this here, and I've had a lot of fun with it. If you're curious about past Drive-By Night Show episodes, you can find them on YouTube at All the Rides, and it's also in a podcast form. Just go to your favorite provider and search Drive-By Night Show, and this thing will pop up. And then, we kind of just wait around for the phone to ring a little bit. But once it does, it usually just keeps ringing all night. So we just got to get that first caller in, and we are good to go. Thank you for sharing the live video. I really appreciate that. So yeah, this is like kind of fun, like number 15 out here. I really didn't know if I was gonna make it this long on TikTok. There's just rules and terms of conditions and trolls out there, and so I'm pleasantly surprised that I'm still talking and being able to have an audience here after 15 weeks. So thank you very much for everyone who's been out there and supported the show and continues to watch each week. And of course, the callers. Because if nobody would call in, then I simply just don't have a show. We're going to start the night off with a call from Pennsylvania. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing very well tonight. What's going on with yourself?
Man, well, first of all, sorry for missing last week. I don't know what I was doing, but it was already over, I believe, and I was like, oh man, I missed it.
It's okay. It was a pretty wild one last week. Some people ended up sending me some money to go to Taco Bell, so I ate some Taco Bell live on the show, and it was pretty fun.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, just kind of mixing it up a little bit. Just something a little different than just phone calls. So it was a good time. So how have you been?
Man, well, I've had some ups and I had some downs. So I took the GMAT recently, and it was my second time, and I did a lot of practice, and I took a class, and everything was going well. Like, I was able to do the problems with no issue. Like, they weren't that hard. But the pressure, man, once I got there, the very first question, boom, stumped me.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
And
that's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard to recover from, because you got to get into a groove at some point where you're just kind of banging through the problems, and to get stumped on the first one, that's got to make you feel a little extra nervous then.
And here's the critical error. So in the GMAT, you get to pick the order you want to take the sections in. There's 3 of them. And the first time I took it, I did really well on one of them. It was a verbal one. And the one I did the worst on was the math one. And I did that one last. So I thought, well, that being the hard one and that being the one that I practiced for the most, let's just get it out of the way. Let's take it first. And doing that on the first section just set me up for the next 2, and with a lot of pressure.
It sure does. Now, have you received the results from it yet, or are you still waiting?
Oh, you get them immediately to the computer.
Oh, I see. So you got to do it again then?
Mm-hmm, basically.
Okay. All right. So what, moving forward, what will you do differently this time to prepare?
I am going to start with my strongest section first. That way, like you said, I pick up momentum.
Okay.
Just hope for the best.
I like it. It's you feel good. You have some confidence. You get out of your head a little bit, and it's just kind of easier just to get a flow.
Yeah, and it's just like something that just popped out throughout my whole experience is like, it's crazy how much difference the pressure makes.
Yeah.
Because you do tons and tons of practice problems, and in theory, they're all of similar difficulty, but you get down to the actual thing, and the factor of the pressure just adds a whole lot of the different layers.
I think it's that way in life too. You know, think about like if you're meeting somebody for the first time, and then you speak with people you have known for a long time, and it's just relaxed and it's natural, and then you meet somebody brand new, and you just start, something happens, just the nerves just kick in for whatever reason. Same thing with like sports. You can have that repetition and practice day after day after day, and then when you actually get to the game, you know, your head can cause a lot of problems for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that in free throws I played when I played basketball.
Absolutely. It's easy to do when there isn't anything at stake or on the line, you know.
Yeah, but it's the greats that happen to overcome those moments, you know?
They rise to the occasion, as they say.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, I mean, we all do. I mean, this is a fairly new thing to me, the GMAT, and the pressure got me, but I got no issues with taking it a third time. That'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter. And then there's those old sayings where it doesn't matter how many no's you get. It's just all you have to do is get one yes.
Yeah, my family, actually my dad and my sister say it's a version of that. It's just roughly translates to, you already have the no. That's what they said. You already have the no. Go get the yes.
There you go. I like it because, you know, it's easy to get down and beat yourself up, but nobody needs to know about how many times it took you to get there. You know, it's just the fact that you get there is what counts.
Yeah, it's like the like I guess the image of like any pro athlete. It's like you see them like at their best, but you don't see like all the practices, all the failures, and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. But on the positive thing of things that have happened recently, I actually just got my learner's permit today.
Okay, awesome. So, you still have to have somebody in the car with you as you're driving around, right?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, my plan is to get the driver's license immediately. I already know how to drive. I'm 25. I just haven't driven in Mexico, so I don't have my U.S. license yet.
Okay.
So yeah, I was just kind of putting it off because I live in a city where you don't really need a car.
Yeah. I understand.
But it's good to have a license, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And with that thing too, you know, that the driving test is really pretty easy. You know, just study that manual or whatever they have, you know, now, and you should have no problem passing that exam. The only, you know, they'll try and throw like if you take the actual physical driving test where you have to drive around with somebody, they'll try and throw like a few curveballs at you, but as long as you've studied it, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, and also, I mean, that's actually the one thing that's holding my girlfriend back, because she's never driven, and she's like, well, yeah, you're gonna do well because you already know how to drive, and I guess I do have an advantage, but I don't think it's that hard to like pick a. Well, it might be for some people, but who knows?
Yeah, it's not that
hard. Well, what's up with you, man? What's new?
Nothing, man. Just continuing to do the show, and a good TikTok today that I put up got a lot of views, and I'm working on designs for a couple of T-shirts for this show. So kind of been working on that late at night and trying to get it perfected.
That's good, man. Yeah. Do you only do the Thursday streams?
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you? You have a YouTube channel, right?
I do, and it's got a variety of stuff on it. It's got like this show on it. It's got like Uber rides that I've done in the past, and then it's got like food deliveries that I do now and then too. So yeah, there's a few things going on there.
Man, that's exciting. I mean, I want to get to like a point where you, like, let me put it this way, like, I feel like, do you ever compare yourself to like other big accounts?
Yeah.
And like you to me are like a step way above where I am right now, you know?
Sure. I understand it, and we're all in that some sort of flux place somewhere on the line. I just went over on TikTok. I just went over like 54,000 followers on there, and that's insane to me. But I can attribute more than half of those followers from one single video.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
So that's kind of, I'm not saying that's all that it is, but if you just get that one video that really makes it and gets out there, it can do most of the work for you.
But wait, you're saying you got the majority of your followers from one video?
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Do you say that because you think that upon seeing the TikTok they subscribed, or did they went into your profile and started going down your TikTok?
Yes, all of those, but it was just by sheer volume that the number of views on it was just so many that de facto you're just going to get followers from it, because it's got almost 7 million views. So,
oh, right.
You know what I mean? It's just a numbers thing at that point. And I've gotten like 30-some thousand followers off of that one video.
You ever just think about the TikTok algorithm?
It changes all the time, though, which is kind of crazy. Cause
yeah, but what I mean is, like, do you ever think, like, I don't know, like the kind of meetings that people are having?
Oh.
Well, it's like, oh, like the algorithm's doing this week, and like we gotta tweak it or we gotta do something, you know? Like, I wonder how syndicated it is.
Sure. I feel like they're constantly working on it, because it seems to me like it kind of changes every month or so. And like 1 month they'll celebrate some people having like shorter videos and then longer videos. And it's all about having like that watch time within how long the video is.
How are you researching this? Like, what are you looking at? What are you basing this off?
I'm basing this off of other videos that people make that study this stuff closer than I do, but then also on my own videos, because they'll give you analytics and stats from your videos that will show you the amount of watch time that it had, and then how much of a percentage of the people that they pushed it out to that weren't your followers. And you can kind of see certain weeks where you have one video that has a better running time percentage than another one did, but the other one was 10 seconds longer or 10 seconds shorter. So it's keying in on a certain time range that they consider to be like the ideal range of a 60-second video. Let's say it's 32 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So if you figure out what it's looking for, that exact time spot that it's looking for, and you make a video that's 32 seconds, and then you get a large percentage of it viewed, let's say people watch up to 25 seconds of it on average, then that's going to be pushed a lot more than your 10-second video that people watch 9 seconds of. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but that still sounds like a really narrow way to plan it. Like, I would say, like, not just the duration, but like maybe the format, because I know they can detect, like YouTube, for instance. I noticed that YouTube notices when you're doing an intro in a video, for example, because those time adds perfectly. Or when they say like, oh, we're doing a break, or like they can figure out like transitions, and there's some kind of context behind it. So I would imagine TikTok could do something similar.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll never 100% know what goes on behind the scenes, but there's something working there, and you can see it kind of week to week. It just kind of tweaks itself a little bit. It's really strange.
Do you think it's if you could put a percentage on it, what percentage do you think is manually tweaked versus like learned or enhanced via like just pure mathematics or engineering?
Yeah, no, I think they've probably programmed the AI to make its own tweaks at this point, because it's the one receiving all of the data and able to look at all of it at once, you know.
But you don't think they have the ability to like manually push certain topics, I guess?
Oh, sure they do. And let's say exactly there's a hot button like the election last year, for example. I'm sure a lot of that stuff was pushed more so than somebody baking a cake that week, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I wonder what those situations must be like whenever there's like a crisis, like on Twitter, for example, and someone's gonna have like an emergency meeting.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of an interesting job, though, I think, to have. Just stay on top of the trends and what's hot and what's not, you know. But
that must be an interesting job.
Yeah, I think it would be too, honestly.
Did you ever watch? Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you see the? I think it's called The Social Network, the movie with. Yeah, the Facebook one.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I just wonder. I don't feel like companies will ever get that moment ever again because technology is already so advanced. I guess it's a silly thing to say. Like, I remember like Mark Zuckerberg making it as like a Hot or Not website initially.
Yes.
And that was like something super basic. But now the level that it's grown into, like the different like divisions and stuff within it, and how complex the product is, like. But nowadays, there's already a lot of like solutions and a lot of things that are already like pre-built in a sense, so it's easier to build up on.
Yeah.
But I guess that's just in the context of today. I mean, who knows what's going to be possible?
Who knows? Who knows? But it's still about the original idea, you know, something different, or taking a model that already exists and then just making it better, you know, because like certainly there were plenty of video places that existed before TikTok, and some even doing similar things. Why then did this one blow up like it did? So it had to have been a number of things that they were doing to make it get there.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just sheer data.
Yeah.
It is a Chinese app after all, right?
Yes. I believe initially. I don't know what's going on with it now. I know something got sold at some point, but so I don't even know where it is 100%.
Yeah, me neither. I was hoping Microsoft was going to buy it, but they ended up not doing.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I think they got stopped, actually. I remember what, actually. The company, whoever owns TikTok, they said that before the company was sold, it needed to go through like a bureaucratic process that conveniently was going to be over after the elections.
Oh, right, exactly.
But I don't know what's going on now. Oh, but anyway, buddy, it was great talking to you.
All right,
I'm going to leave you now.
Okay, I appreciate the call, and have a good night.
Thank you. You do the same, all right?
All right, thanks so much. See ya.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, there's our good friend from Pennsylvania. Sorry, we just like to talk. So let's see what the chat's doing here. Oh, we got GameStop calling from New York here. It says the number is not valid. If you call it in private or unknown, it won't get through there. What's going on?
I have had an eventful week.
Let's hear all about it.
Well, first I'm going to talk about how I made a mistake not 20 minutes ago. I didn't take a break today because I didn't have the ability to, and I went to the grocery store starving.
Okay.
And I bought the whole fucking store. I like an idiot walked through the bakery department and grabbed donuts, cookies. It was a problem. I went in there for 5 things, walked out with like 20. It was a problem.
Okay. Did you eat everything, or is there stuff left?
Not
over?
yet. I'm on my way home. Like
okay.
I was like, oh, it's 9 o'clock. I should
get
on and do this.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then on my way home, I was thinking about who programs the red light cameras. You guys have like red light cameras over there?
Yeah.
I hate them so much. They're just the pain of my existence.
Well, they feel like they barely even work. You know, it's like sometimes they will and sometimes they won't. You can't trust it though.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, like, God forbid you pull up to the line, like just a little bit faster than you're supposed to, and then flashes you, and it's like, why are you taking pictures of my light? I haven't even ran the light yet. Like,
Right.
And here it is, like 9, 8 o'clock at night, and I get flashed in the eyes. That's exactly what I want while I'm waiting for the light. Oh my God, they suck so much. You know, I think they sued, like, one of the towns in my county sued to have the red light cameras removed because their ticket was unlawful or something like that. And I think that happened. I don't know. I'm too tired to even think about it. But that guy was talking about earlier about his driving test, and and then you said something about curveballs. Now, I took driver's ed in high school, so I could get my license early, right? And I went to one town that they did the driving test in, and he always said, watch out, it's a divided road. If you go down the wrong road, it's an automatic fail. So, like, I had this guy's, like, voice in my head the whole time, like, coaching myself through this thing. Parallel parking. I live in New York, and I should know parallel parking. Parallel parking is impossible. I don't know. I don't understand how people do it with success every day when they work, they live in Queens, something like that. Like, even before the test, I was practicing around the area, which you're not supposed to do. Don't tell the New York State DMV. But I was trying to parallel park, and it was like hit or miss every single time. Like, it was like 50-50 whether I got it or not. So thank God I passed with flying colors, and I didn't have a single point against me, which is, like, unheard of, incredibly unheard of. I'm not, like, stroking my own ego here. I'm just, saying, so it's really not that hard. Just don't go the wrong way down a divided road. So that's bad.
It is bad. Now, you're saying going out and practicing parallel parking is not a legal thing to do.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can't practice in the driving test area in New York State.
Oh, I see.
So if you know that it's the area, you can't practice in that area because
really?
It's illegal.
Well, how would they know? How would they know if you're practicing or not, or not just legitimately parking?
I don't know. I have no clue. It's just illegal. You can't do it. But
okay.
It's like in New York State you can't pull through the parking spot. Like no one enforces it. I guess they can't really stop you. Like what? I'm going to fine you $70 because you pulled it. Get the hell out of here.
Right.
Thing. But I haven't had like a real day off in forever, and I'm so ready for like 2 weeks from now when I can have a real day off, because every single day has been like, all right, I'm going to go hang out with my friend. I'm going to go do this, that, and the other thing. And I'm
So you still have to wait 2 more weeks before your next day off?
Yeah, because I have other stuff planned. Like, for example, yesterday I was going to go help my buddy after work because he was supposed to buy a new car. Oh, my God, last night was crazy. He was supposed to buy a car that day, earlier in the day, but he didn't call me back. So I called him. I was like, hey, what's going on? He was just like, I didn't get the car. And I was like, why? He was just like, well, financing went through, but my insurance was going to be double the rate, and I can't do that. And I was just like, oh, okay. Because he just totaled his car. So I went and looked at this car. He really loved it. He fell in love with his car. I felt so bad for him. But he was like really sad, and I was just like, well, I mean, that can't be the only reason you're sad. He's like, no, I just broke up with my girlfriend. I was like, oh, that's terrible. That's really bad. So I was like, you want to talk about it? You want me to come over? He was just like, no, I want to be alone. And then, like, as I'm walking to my car, he goes, actually, can you bring me to a strip club? And I was just like, yeah, sure, why not? You're depressed. So he's not over the age of 21. So in your state, you have to be 21 to go to a strip club. Right. I'm going to keep it as PG as possible. Don't worry, I'm not going to give you the nitty gritty. But so I was sitting there Googling, and apparently all new strip clubs can't serve alcohol if they're okay with 18 plus. 18
plus, right?
So yeah,
they call it a juice bar.
Yeah. It was. Oh my God, I paid $10 for a bottle of water. This place is so fucked up.
It's true.
$10 for it was. I mean, it was fancy water, but still not worth $10. So we went to the place, and he blew $160 in 45 minutes. I thought it was so funny. Yeah. He's really bad at saying no. So of course, the first girl that he was throwing money at, which by the way, his first time in a strip club. So I don't know. Have you ever been to a strip club? Don't answer that because I don't want it to come up and bite you in the ass. But
it's legal, sure. I've been, sure.
Okay, so you grab a stack of singles, you throw one at a time, right?
Yeah.
This dumbass was grabbing like $5 at a time, throwing at the girl. So of course the girl was going to get into
it. Yeah, you get a lot of attention that way.
Yeah, exactly. You get a lot of attention. So she was like doing her thing, complete, because it's an all nude place, whatever. And I walked away because I was like, all right, I'll let them do their thing. And I came back and they were talking about their tattoos. And I was like, hey, I noticed you had piercings at one point. Why'd you go to her? She was like, oh, it rubs with the fishnets. So I was like, it makes sense. And then I was standing behind him. He was sitting in the chair. And I watched her, like, she was smiling the whole time. I watched her lock eyes with him, straight face, go, you want a private dance? Like hypnotized him. He was just like, yeah, sure, wait. So, like, he blew all his money. Like, he overpaid her and then didn't realize until after they were out of the room. I laughed at him. So we went to the ATM. The ATM wanted to charge a $10 fee. He was like, fuck that. Let's go get out of here and get fucked up. I was like, sounds like a plan. I'm driving. You get fucked up. He was like, great. So, long story short, like, I was talking to him. I was just like, that girl wasn't your type. And he was just like, yeah, you're right. She wasn't, but I can't say no. I was like, why? It's okay. You can say no. That's the thing. So he's just really bad with saying no. So it was really depressing, but cathartic for him because we took all the pictures of him down and, cut it up.
Sure.
And burned it. It was great.
What?
It was great. He felt great after. He didn't, he was done with it. It's good. The relationship was really toxic and she was really toxic. So,
yeah.
I kept telling him, like, you need to know how to say no because she's going to come back and you need to know how to say no because you can't go back to that. And he was like, you're right, man, you're right, and blah, blah, blah. So I think he'll be fine. So tomorrow morning, for this asshole, I'm driving all the way another hour away from myself because he lives an hour away to look at another car because he's going to buy a car cash. He was going to put $6,000 down, so he's just going to put that $6,000 towards another car for another year or so until he can, finance something. And that's what I'm going to do tomorrow morning. So I really got to go to sleep like in the next couple of hours.
No worries. What's a strip club like? I haven't been in a long time. During COVID, what?
Oh, not a single person in that building was wearing a mask.
Really?
Yeah, no, we were the only people wearing masks. We were like, no thanks. One stripper had, so I thought it was going to be like the strippers would like wear like really flashy masks. No, they were wearing, like the ones that were wearing them, I mean, granted, they were more chin straps than they were masks.
Right.
They were just the standard, one. But one girl I saw, she had like the actual mask. I was like, oh, I think it was like the little, like, she had like, what are they called? The spikes. It looked really cute, so I was like, that's what I was expecting, It was like Tuesday or I can't remember. I think it was Wednesday. It was really dead. It was so dead. It was like 3 guys in the whole place.
Okay.
And I was just like, see, we shouldn't have gone on a Wednesday because you've thrown all your money around.
I suppose that's.
Yeah, seriously. But whatever. So we oh my God, the best thing about living here in New York is we have. You guys have delis in Nebraska?
Yeah.
Like you go up, you get a sandwich, you get an egg sandwich in the morning, and then you leave. Do you have that?
You can, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you don't have the bagels we have. Yeah.
No, and it's not as elaborate, believe me, as all of that. But sure, there's a few places you can do stuff like that early in the morning.
Have you ever been to New York?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bagel in New York?
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to say no.
Mister, next time you come back here, 3 things. Bagels, pizza, and Chinese food, because our Chinese food is so delicious. But those are the 3 things you gotta try next time.
Okay.
But here's the best part about it, right? So we were in Queens. And in Queens, on almost every street corner, there's a 24-hour deli.
Yeah.
So, I walked into one place, and he was like, this is the place I usually go to, and they were like, the grill's off. I'm like, what the hell's the point of it, a 24-hour deli if the grill's off? So he got his cold sandwich. I went to the next one a couple blocks away, and he got me, a really nice roast beef and bacon and cheese and lettuce. And it was so good. Oh, my God, I spent so much money. So that's the best part about living in New York, hands down. And then it was like I also bought, a bunch of other snacks, and it was, $10. I was like, this is amazing. I need to live here. This is great. I mean, granted, I'd be paying $4,000 a month in rent, but
yeah, yeah, exactly. They can get you one way or the other. But that's how do you do $4,000 a month for rent? There's just no way, right?
I mean, if you make $400,000 a year, what is $4,000 a month?
But if you make $400,000 a year, then you're gonna get something nicer than $4,000 a month, I would think, anyway. Because that's like one of the cheaper ones, right?
Well, yeah, no, you can get a really nice studio apartment in Manhattan for $4,000 a month, with a gym and the pool and all that stuff. But it's a studio apartment,
All right, sure.
Enough space for you to fit a bed and one other person. That's about it. Not even a cat.
That's
cat
crazy.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's insane. But you know what? Good thing is that the property values are tanking, so we'll be able to live there, no problem.
You think so?
Everybody's moving out.
Yeah.
Everybody on my block is moving out. I'm like, where are you going? One person's going to North Carolina. The other person, they sold their house before they even knew where they were going because they didn't think it was going to sell this fast. But I don't know if you know, the market's crazy right now.
Yeah.
And they're going to, if you sell your house right now, you're going to get offers $50,000 over your asking price.
It's the same thing here as well. There's not enough housing to go around, and people are selling their houses for ridiculous amounts over. I don't know. I don't know where everybody's going or where everybody's coming from, but if you're saying it's that way there and it's this way here, it can't be that way everywhere. Some places have to be taking a major hit.
No, that's what's happening right now. Everybody's moving around. The people that are moving can't find enough housing, so they just get what they can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is right now.
Yeah.
But that's ridiculous. So I was going to tell you that I finally got my taxes in. I had to call, and they were like, I called my accountant, and my accountant was like, oh, we didn't put it through. I'm like, come on, asshole. I'm waiting for my fucking money. Let's go. So they put my shit through. And I was going to put $3,000, because my tax return's $3,000. I was going to put $3,000 on a car because I'm really tired of this car. I drive a Honda CRV. I'm ready for something else.
Okay.
And I was telling you, I wanted to buy another convertible. So the convertible that I want, of course, I picked the hardest one to find. Of course, I picked the hardest one to find because that's just me. And like the closest one to me is Maryland, Chicago. Like I'm not California. I'm not driving to Chicago to look at a car. So
No.
I looked at the coupe version of the car that I want, and the closest one was New Jersey. So I drove to New Jersey, and I drove the car. And oh my god, it is such a nice car. Like you can't even like now the one I'm not going to buy that one because it had way too many miles. It looked like it had been an accident. And the guy told me that it wasn't an accident. And on the test drive, the guy would not stop telling me about how amazing his dealership is. Like, if you have to tell me how amazing your dealership is over and over and over again, I'm not buying a car from you because clearly this thing sucks. And I looked on the reviews after the test drive, and they were all 5-star reviews from a month ago. So clearly he paid somebody to review his thing over and over and over again because it's too scammy. I'm not a fan. So I'm going to go on the 26th to look at a car in Connecticut because I'm going to be in upstate. So, Connecticut's 2 hours away. And I might be driving home with a coupe instead of a convertible because the convertibles are so hard to find and the coupe is fast enough. So, wish me luck. But
absolutely.
I was gonna put $3,000 down, and then I looked at my credit card and I was like, oh, I probably should put $2,000 on my credit card.
Yeah.
So I'll only have $1,000 to put it down. But you know what? Only $1,000.
That's okay. That's okay.
For a car that's $12,000, $13,000.
Yeah.
$1,000 is almost.
I think I did that. This car that I have right now, it was like $12,000, and I put $1,000 on it. It was fine.
Have you publicly said what your car is?
It's a 2015 Toyota Corolla.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not particularly amazing, but you're doing it where it doesn't amazing.
It's not amazing at all. It's kind of like a grandma car in a lot of ways, but you put your foot down and wait 30 years to get to 60 miles an hour. It's okay though. It gets me to where it is. It's safe. It always starts every day. Like I can really depend on it. So
you could shoot that engine with a shotgun and think it'll still run.
You're probably right, and I think I've reached that age where it's just like I don't care what my car looks like or what it does. I just want it to start and take me to where I need it to go. So I don't love it. Like this isn't the favorite car I've ever had in my life, but it's for the price that I got it at. It's been perfect.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I would have bought something a little bit more exciting, but I'm younger than you.
I've had it. I've had them. I've had exciting cars in the past. It got to this point though. It was like the last car that I had. I drove. In I think it was 3 years, I drove 115,000 miles on it.
That's Uber.
Just doing Uber. So
my uncle he gave me this car because my other car died. My poor car. Oh, so sad. I really love that thing. But he gave me this car. His other car, he just bought a new car like last year, and he's already at 50,000 miles just doing Uber.
Yeah, no, it doesn't take long at all. It just starts to add up, and it was getting to a point where it was like I was averaging like 1,000 miles a week, and if you do that for a full year, that's 50,000 miles right there in a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, and it's like that car it was fine. Besides, it was starting to get up there in miles, like there was nothing wrong with it. But I kind of just got rid of it at that point where it was still worth something. Where I could actually trade.
Well, let me ask you something. Is it mostly highway miles that you were driving?
No, it's city miles because the highway system around here isn't built the greatest. So we're kind of built in a grid city that has gotten a lot bigger than they ever thought it was going to get. So it's it's a lot of narrow roads and a lot of stop and go.
Yeah, so that 150,000 miles on that car is a lot. If it was a lot of highway miles, you're like, well, 900 of those 1,000 miles was highway. I'd be like, well, that thing will go until 300,000 miles, depending on whatever it was.
Yeah.
And as long as you religiously maintain it, that too.
Right. And I do, and I did, and it was a Toyota Corolla as well. It was just like 6 years older, but I like the Toyotas.
So let me ask you something. How do you drive in terms of like, Do you drive like not like grandma, but like grandma? You know what I mean? Like smooth and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, because I
No,
was gonna ask what your mileage is, how much you get, MPG wise.
In the city with this, I get about 35.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's not bad. I can get 40 on the highway.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not
Good
bad
for you.
really. Just for an all gas car, it's pretty good.
Yeah, like that's like, well, I mean, Toyota Prius numbers, you get a little bit more than that, but still, that's pretty good,
Yeah. It's not bad. I looked in the Prius, but they won't let you use the Prius anymore.
Really?
No, Uber and Lyft won't allow drivers to use them anymore.
Why?
Because of the size inside of the vehicle. I guess there was too many complaints about people. They didn't have enough room to move around in the back seat or the front seat. And
well, I mean, you can't use like a Panther body Ford vehicle, like a Crown Victoria or a Grand Marquis. You can't use those.
No, but you have to have something just a little bit roomier than a Prius, or there was a bunch of them that they wouldn't let you use anymore, like a Honda Fit, and just those certain like smaller hatchbacks like that. They're not allowed
that really
anymore.
Sucks, man, because I can imagine a lot of people bought those.
They did specifically, and they bought it because the gas mileage is so amazing, and they're like, well, I'm going to go out and do this. And then they grandfathered those people in. Like if somebody did,
good.
But they're just saying anybody signing up now or in the future, not allowed.
All right, I get that. At least they didn't say, well, no, you got to get a car.
Yeah. No, that'd be a huge problem. They would have made a lot of people upset, I'm sure.
I have good news.
Okay.
As of yesterday, I quit smoking.
Oh, congratulations. So just yesterday. Well, check back in with me and let me know the progress. It's hard. Well, it gets harder before it gets easier too.
This is kind of a test, right?
Yeah.
The cigarettes have more addictive chemicals than just nicotine in them. So what I'm doing is I'm going to switch to vaping for like a month or two because that's just nicotine.
Sure.
And then after that, in my past experience, it's easier to quit vaping than it is smoking because of how many addictive chemicals are in cigarettes. So I'm not going to be like a maniac after the end of a month or two because I've already gotten over the other addictions. So my plan of attack is to do that for like a month and then or two and then drop that completely because I should be fine after that. There have been times where when I used to Juul, and that was a big thing, I bought a Juul.
Yeah.
I lost my Juul for 3 days and I was perfectly fine while I waited for it to come in the mail.
Okay.
So I think it's literally just, I just have to stick to one addiction instead of the multiple in the the cigarette, and here I am.
Right.
But I went to this smoke shop in Queens, and they also sell Japanese snacks. So I bought like 4 disposable things, and then like $20 worth of snacks because they were crazy. Like the beef flavored Cheetos. I swear to God, if they sold these things in America, they would sell it every day.
Okay.
They had chicken flavored Lay's. Just what I bought, fried chicken flavored Lay's, and like there was a seaweed one, and then they had the Japanese soda. It was crazy, man. Birthday cake, Oreos, birthday cake.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
I have to try it. I'll let you know.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's crazy. You gotta go. I come to Queens. You could check out this smoke shop.
I will. I would love to. That sounds like a lot of fun.
And I was gonna tell you, on Monday I did some door dashing because I was with a friend in Brooklyn, and I was like, well, what am I gonna do for 4 hours? I might as well turn this on. And like later into the night, I went into the most ghetto Popeyes you could ever imagine. You ever been into Popeyes?
Oh, sure.
Popeyes delicious, way better than KFC.
I love Popeyes. Greatest chicken sandwich.
100%. Yeah. Sorry, KFC.
Yeah.
So I went in there, and the line was super long, right? And the staff just didn't care. They were just like, listen, get out. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I just have to order. They're like, yeah, there's too many people in here. I was like, oh, okay. So I was standing. Eventually, there was people left because they got to them, and I was standing in there. And, like, there was this other homeless guy that was standing next to me, and, like, he kept pulling his mask down, and everybody yelled at him, like, hey, pull your mask up. Yeah. And he did. I deadass watched him take a crack pipe out of his pocket, look at it, and then put it back in his pocket. I was like, oh, this is a nice area. And then I watched another homeless person walk in without a mask and then just sit in the corner and fall asleep. I was like, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That sounds like quite the Popeyes. I like that they just pulled out the crack pipe, looked at it, and then what do you think the thought was? Either like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this in here, or save this for later, or oh shoot, there's not enough
in the crack pipe, and it was just like, is this enough for later?
Yeah,
so that's what I would.
Just making sure there was a little, I'll get a little something to eat, and then I got my crack later on tonight.
I don't know how it goes with like food. You know what I mean?
I guess I don't either, but generally, like, it's a stimulant, so you don't want to eat. You don't have any hunger so much while you're on it.
I guess that's that. My parting words of wisdom to everybody: if you travel to New York City,
don't do crack.
Yeah, that too. But don't give to the beggars, because I know real homeless people. Real homeless people don't want to be seen, and the people that are begging are just there to make money. I've been asking people.
It's fair. It's fair. I think it's almost true anywhere, honestly.
I've seen people get off the subway and then walk to their BMW and get in the BMW, drive away. Don't give to the people that are begging. The homeless people are someone. If you're going to give them something and you really believe them, get them like a sandwich at Subway or something, because and then you can sit there and watch them either eat it or throw it away, because then you'll know. Yeah. But give them food, don't give them money. That's what you're going to do. That's my parting words of wisdom. Okay. I've been out here wasting time.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good.
One more question. Did anybody say convertible over the past couple weeks?
No, like there was somebody that called in that night and said it, but it was like 2.5 hours later, and I missed it, and he had to let me know. He had to be like, "Hey, I said convertible. Why didn't you notice that?" And I was like, "Oh, you totally did." But nobody had done it all night, so I kind of like, nobody's gonna do it, and I forgot about it. And then he snuck one in, and it kind of went over my head, so I felt bad.
I was watching that night up until Texas got on, and I was like,
it was literally at the end. It may have been like 15 minutes left in the show.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let me know when you get, the next time I call, let me know when you get that merch up, because I'm buying one of those shirts.
Oh, cool. It should be in the next couple of weeks, though, but for sure.
I paid off my credit card. Time to max it out again.
All right. I like it. I'll let you know for sure. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Have a good night.
All right, we'll see you. Okay, we got through some regulars there. First two off the bat. Wow, look at the time go on the show. I'm going to try and get caught up with the chat. It says, "I love your fake eye." 2 exclamation points. I don't know what that means. Someone's saying, "Hey, Joel." Joel, everyone's saying, "Hey" to Joel here. Awesome, man. I'm good. You? Sorry, I'm in and out. I'm texting. Hello, my friends. Someone's cooking some lasagna. Oh, lasagna, they say. Okay, we got Northern California on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you? Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. Well, I mean, I was kind of thinking that as well, but I wasn't quite sure. No, I really don't know. Okay. And, yesterday. You're a giant echo. It kind of sounds like you're inside of... I really can't understand a word you're saying. I'm just kind of playing around. I apologize. It just sounds like we've got a bad connection. I don't know if we have a bad connection. I think it's just you. We're going to go to Michigan here. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Hi.
How's it going?
Nice.
Good. What are you up to tonight?
I am currently drinking some almond milk with Stony Howie chocolate bar.
Okay. Just straight almond milk or mixed with something else?
Oh, I'm taking a bite out of the bar.
Okay.
I'm drinking some.
That sounds like a good pairing combination.
Yeah, it makes the almond milk better. Almond milk kind of sucks.
It does.
You know?
It does kind of suck. I definitely agree with you Usually the only time I'll drink any almond milk, like I'll cook with it sometimes because it kind of cooks that flavor out of it, or I'll put a little coffee in with it, you know, to kind of cut it down that way as well.
Yeah. So how long are you doing this drive night stuff for?
It's good. Doing good tonight. It's a funny thing to do. Each show's just a little bit different, so I never quite know like who's gonna call or what we're gonna talk about. And I find that it just kind of, the show just sort of just starts happening around me.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Good. Well,
just different faces.
Yeah. It's fun though. It's interesting to hear like what other people are doing and up to, and yeah, it just makes the night go by pretty quick, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So
It'd be good for people. It'd be good if you were a trucker.
Yeah, you know, you're absolutely right, because then I could at least be like driving down the road and getting paid like for the mileage and do the show at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great idea, honestly.
All right. Well, you take care.
You do the same. Yeah, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
See ya. Okay, that was Michigan checking in with almond milk and chocolate or something. Okay, chat is saying, are we keeping the 7-minute limit? Well, we did there on the last 2 calls, but clearly on the first 2 calls, we did not. So thanks for keeping me in check. You know, the phone wasn't ringing off the hook. I just have a feeling it's not going to ring off the hook tonight. We're just going to have to see how it goes. Okay, back to the chat. It's saying, it's hard to pay attention to this and text at the same time. LOL. Oh, I believe you. It's kind of like you're trying to watch something on TV and text, and you end up missing like half the plot points. Chat's saying, what are we supposed to call for? Whatever you want, honestly. We are also saying next, I was like, 7-minute limit, followed the host. What's he talking about? Okay, so what kind of car did he get? Let's fast forward. Yada, yada, laughed my ass off. What kind of car is getting? Good luck and goodbye, friend. Dude does not stop. You blind, give you way. Jesus, he loves to talk. Rude. Toyotas are reliable. They really are, aren't they? I think this is the 4th Toyota I've had in my life, and you can always depend on a Toyota. Chat's saying lie. I don't know about what. He definitely tripled his time limit. You cool. What kind of a car is he getting? Ask him. His sports car, like display, 7-minute limit. What was the most awkward Uber drive you've given? I don't think I'd ever just call into a show to tell my whole life story. Someone saying I would. And then, Gorilla Guy is in the chat saying your life is interesting. That's different. Oh my God, not another topic. Oh, not a homeless person in New York. That's rare. This guy is probably at 20 minutes right now. Goodbye, guy. Can't understand you. Bye-bye. I thought it was a dog barking, LOL. Yeah, that call didn't make any sense at all. It was just so echoey. Okay, the chat's saying almond milk is bad for the bees. Is that true? I do not know that. Say hi to my friend Dixie Normus. We just did. Now someone's saying, but then straight milk is bad for the cows. Pick your poison, I guess. There are plenty of other options though, like soy milk. There we go. The chat is saying, do you actually pick people up? Not when I'm doing this show. I don't. Funny enough, though, I'm about to cut up with the chat here. Where are you? So can I come vacay and request your Uber in Nebraska? And someone's saying they're just sleeping in there. They're just like, I'm so bored. I fell asleep in the chat. But before I fell asleep, I let you know that I fell asleep in the chat. And then lastly, the chat is saying, hi. So a couple of weeks ago, Lyft sent out a incentive that if you did 3 rides, they'd pay me $50 bonus just for doing 3 rides and get paid for the rides in addition to that, and tips. We've got Tennessee on the line. Drive By Night show. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. What's going on?
How's the quality of the call first? I'm using my earbuds.
You sound amazing. You're coming in crystal clear.
Thank you. I'm another Uber Lyft driver. I'm in the South. I saw you on TikTok, and I'm just so excited to speak to another driver live. Oh, my God.
Okay, it's pretty cool. It's exciting for me as well. How long have you been a driver for Uber Lyft?
About a year and a half,
Okay.
and I only do it on the weekends and clear days because of my age and things that are going on right now. But it's just a side thing for me, and I'm just thrilled to see another Uber Lyft driver out there talking the talk.
I understand. I love it as well. So it's interesting for you then. I mean, if you just started a year and a half ago, then, so you only had a few months pre-pandemic when it was still just sort of a wide open world. How did it change from then into when everyone was wearing masks?
Honestly, for me, it didn't. I didn't stop driving. I didn't stop for a minute. The mask is the only thing that changed. Other than, I keep my car crystal clean and spotless, and I do that for myself and other people too. Other than the hygiene aspect, it has not. I've done better actually through the pandemic because other people just didn't want to work, and that's their choice. But I'm going to take advantage of it while it's available.
Absolutely, and you're so right, because their places were closed, and not the amount of people were going out as they used to. But you're right when you say that there just wasn't anybody else out there working. So if you were out there, you could actually do really well. Now, did you find that the tips were a little bit better as well?
My tips have always been extreme, and I'm not saying that to blow my own horn, but I do the most. You get back what you give into any occupation, and as far as tips, when it first started, the tips exploded because people were so grateful to get what they were used to having. You never appreciate what you've got until you lose it type thing. And people were, thank you for picking us up. Thank you. And people were terrified at first because they fell for the propaganda. And then it loosened up a little bit. And, thank heavens that we're where we're at now, which is on the way back out of it. And people have learned. But yeah, the tips that exploded at first, and then it leveled back off, and they've still been great for me, so I'm very grateful.
I love it, and I'm glad that there is a sense of a community. I think it feels like in the past year, it's been good. It's been positive, and it is sort of that pay it forward thing that I think a lot of people are recognizing, and that you're out there when it's not 100% safe for you to be out there doing this, but you're still out there providing a good service.
Thank you, absolutely, and so are you, sir. And the thing that I think I would want your callers to hear, because we know that people expect one thing, and sometimes they don't always get it because there are not enough drivers on the road. I would just like for your listeners to understand that the ones that are on the road are doing every possible thing we can. It is not us that dictates the price. It's not us that dictates what traffic is doing. Sometimes the maps and GPS systems don't get us to the exact right place. And, I just want the people out there to realize that we are driving our very own vehicles. We are providing a service that, yes, we take all the responsibility for. We pay for our own commercial insurance. We pay for every cleaning, every detail. If they leave something in our car, we do everything we can to get it back to them immediately. We just can't depend on the app anymore. And there's a lot of us like myself who have a 5-star rating, and I don't plan on that going away, but it's there for a reason. I provide a charger, a multi-charger for any possible phone. I provide ice water that's clean and sanitized. I've got wipes. I've got masks for people. Yeah, I don't personally myself fall for the pandemic and all of the fear and fear mongering, but if other people want that to feel safe, that's available for them. Otherwise, I just want your callers and listeners to realize that when they put their info into that app and they see that a driver has a great rating, they need to realize that the problems that they experience are coming from the app itself and not the drivers, because you can tell the second someone gets in your car whether they're having a good day, a bad day, whether they want to talk, don't talk, and all we can do is provide a safe, comfortable, clean ride for them and good conversation if they want it. If they don't want it, we can shut up and drive. And I just need them to hear, and I want them to hear this for you, me, and every other Uber Lyft driver out there. The problems come from the company. The problems don't come from us.
You're absolutely 100% right. And doing this, and you as well, and anyone else who may have driven or does any like kind of self-employed app work like this, we are independent contractors. It's like we do not even necessarily work for that company, and it makes it frustrating that oftentimes it kind of reflects back on us whatever they're doing, and we don't have any say in it just because we're disposable 1099 tax forms, but the other part about that I like it is you can kind of make it your own. You can kind of make it your own type of business because you don't have this certain amount of rules and a boss like hanging over your shoulder and critiquing your work. And that part of it I've always found very rewarding. And yeah, if you just go out there and have fun and be respectful of people and give them a great service, then the job can be endlessly interesting and fulfilling.
And rewarding.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky as a female that I've had 98% great passengers, and I've been grateful for the opportunity to do it. If I want to work 60 hours, I can. If I want to work 6 hours, I can.
Yeah.
And the most important thing, because I didn't even go to look at the reviews on the actual app until just a few days ago, and that was only because of the stomach thing. But back on subject, I read people's problems with the service,
Yeah.
and they all center around the time we get to them and the area in which we get to them and the time. So I thought, well, gosh, what a great opportunity. I get to talk to my first other Uber driver, because I've never pulled up beside another Uber driver and talked to them. Who has time?
Yeah. No, nobody's had time for it. And oftentimes we don't even know who they are, really,
Oh, yeah, no. We don't even know who the passenger is, and that's the most dangerous part of all of it.
It's true. It's very true. It can be.
They have all of our info, but we don't know who or what or
Sure.
Sure.
Well, you don't know what type of a day that they're having either. I've found some of the most uncomfortable situations that I've been in is when somebody was having a bad day, or they drank too much, and it became then my sort of problem because I'm like the last person that they see at the end of the night. And if they had a bad night, then sometimes all of that comes out on the last person that they see before they go to bed, which oftentimes is their driver home,
Absolutely, 100% correct. And it turns into a thing where you just have to become what everybody that gets in your car needs. If they need to talk, then you talk. If they need someone to listen, then you listen. And if they want silence and air conditioning, give them that. If they want some candy or a mint or a water, give it to them and thank them. I thank every customer that gets out of my car, and because they have received something and I've received something, so I always thank everybody. But I want to thank you for your show. I'm going to let you go, sir, and I just wanted to say, this TikTok call-in is a great idea.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you and the phone call, and please be safe out there.
You too, sir. Stay safe and stay well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Then we had an Uber and Lyft driver checking in from Tennessee and just talking about the experience of doing it. And which is great. It's like I've been doing it a long time, you know, and I've done something like 25,000 rides in my career. And probably many of you or all of you have seen some of the videos, you know, that I've had up there. And it's like, I didn't even start recording those things for like the first 5 years, and I missed so much. All right, we got Kansas on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Hello, this is Dalton.
What's up, Dalton? How are you tonight?
Where's my call? I thought I was waiting for you to call.
I know, you know, I don't.
I know, I understand. I was just playing.
I know you are. I know. It's all good. It's all good. I hope we can be friends. I hope everything's okay. And it's good to hear your voice.
No, I was just having a bad day that day.
It happens. It happens. Yeah. You know, we all have bad days.
And I took it out on you. I'm sorry.
No big deal. No, and don't worry about it another second. It rolled right off of me, and like I said, it's good to hear your voice. What's going on tonight?
I actually got a conversation that we can actually have a conversation tonight.
All right, let's do it.
So, first of all, have you been hearing about the Saturday, the 24th?
No, never heard.
All over TikTok.
No, what's going to happen on Saturday the 24th?
It's supposed to be supposedly Rapist Day.
What does that mean?
I just been hearing it all over TikTok, all over social media.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a day for rapists to do whatever they want.
Like they get a free pass on that day?
Basically. And it's been on the news too.
Okay.
People are saying stay in your houses. Don't. If you go. If you have to leave your house, leave in a big group.
Yeah.
Stick together.
Okay. No, I have not heard of this. Now, so I guess I'm just confused by it a little bit in the sense that, like, who's the one like predicting this, and who's like, where did this all come from?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. So Joe Biden is saying on Saturday you can just go rape anyone you want and everything's okay.
Basically, because you know he back in his day he was.
Oh, jeez. Now come on, Dalton. You cannot believe that for a second.
No, there's proven facts that he's done some bad things.
Everybody's done some bad things. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this Saturday thing. You can't believe that's.
I kind of, but I kind of don't. Like, it's just another day for me. But I know I am staying home.
Okay.
Saturdays.
Well,
Saturdays around my house, like my neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What happens? What happens in your neighborhood on Saturdays?
It's a college town. What do you think?
Oh, lots of carousing and boozing and yelling. The chat's asking how old you are, Dalton.
21.
21. Okay. Now, do you go out and drink a few beers? What do you do on the weekend?
When I turned 21, like a couple of weeks after my birthday, I would go out. I found a house a couple of blocks down the street.
Okay.
That has parties every Friday and Saturday, and I would go out there.
Okay.
But I stopped. This is not the life I want to live.
Oh, okay. That's fair. It's fair. You got to try it though. You got to see if it's for you or not. And then
but every now and then I'll go to a bar and have a drink or two.
You go to Aggieville?
How do you know about Aggieville?
I've been there.
You have?
Yeah. It's.
Oh yeah. No, I remember we had this conversation before.
Yeah. I've been there.
I
don't know. Is there anywhere else to go in Manhattan?
No, actually,
I don't even really
know. No. Aggieville's the only where to go, right?
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I was there. I was there for a couple of nights. I'm trying to remember what year it was. It's been, oh God, I think it was 2005. I want to say.
I was nowhere near Manhattan.
Well, and I was
I was
drinking.
5 years old.
I know, and I was drinking in the middle of the street. So if that tells you anything about my age, you know.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
So, guess how many followers I have now?
200.
How do you know?
I mean, I just took a stab in the dark.
I'm gonna get on TikTok right now. Give me a second.
Okay.
Because my phone went off on me. It turned off on me. I don't want to comment on your, not comment, but leave a type in chat. Okay, we're gonna go to here. 234.
Hey, that's what
and
happened.
then also, people are. Well, that's likes. I need to. Hold on, give me 1 second. Followers, no. Okay, there we go.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And all I've been doing is just following as many people as I can.
Well, there you go.
And
Yeah.
I'm just getting that follow back.
You'll get the old follow back. When was the last time you posted a video?
Actually, today, because I think people, I said I basically don't make the best videos. I can tell you that. But I said, thank you, TikTok and everyone on TikTok for getting me to the 200 mark.
Yeah.
I'm almost there to the 1,000.
That's right.
Keep it going. Keep it coming.
You're doing all right, Dalton. You know what you should do? You should screen grab some of these conversations that we have, and then post them as your videos.
How do I do that?
I don't know. Can't you do?
Record?
Yeah, no, you can do a screen record
actually,
on
no,
your phone.
There's a way I could do it.
Yeah.
There's a way I could actually do it.
Yeah.
I have I just don't know how to get on TikTok on a computer.
You're right.
There's a way you can do it that way.
You
like
can.
You can actually record through TikTok.
Yeah,
like a video.
You can on your phone as well. You can get a little application that screen records on your phone as well.
iPhone screen records, but
yeah.
I can't really. My phone's so messed up that I can't do that.
Okay, well, you know, it's just a thought. It's an idea of a certain amount of content that you could get.
So how was your week then?
It's been okay. It's been okay. I'm making T-shirts. Been working.
Yeah.
I'm working on those. I'm making 2. So I'm pretty much finished with the first one, and then this weekend I'm a photographer, so I'm doing a little bit of a photo shoot, a mini one on my own. And then one of those photos is going to become the design for the second T-shirt that I'm making.
Okay. And are you going to help send me one of those shirts?
You know what? I will send you one of those shirts. Once I get them, remind me, send me your address in the message or whatever.
Yeah, I will. I'll do that when I move, because I'm supposed to. Actually have a site review for this other company that is wanting me to live over there.
Yeah.
I have a site review coming up, so I can go look at this place. It's less roommates.
Oh, and is that still in Manhattan or somewhere else?
No, it's a place called Overland Park.
Oh, hey, you're getting close to Kansas City then. You're in the suburbs of Kansas City.
It's actually Kansas City.
I know, it's just kind of a suburbs of Kansas City, but I like Overland Park. That's a nice area.
It's just a mini town in Kansas City, a little small town.
Moving on up, Kansas City's a lot of fun.
I've lived there multiple times.
Okay.
I've actually lived all over Kansas, just not these like small towns.
What about Lawrence? You ever live there?
Yep.
Okay.
That's where I was supposed to be moving to, but
you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. Go to
No, I
Park.
do. I do want to go to Lawrence because I have family out there.
Yeah.
But they can't even get me out there. So
okay. All right.
What's the point of just wasting my time trying to get out there when they don't even have room?
The chat's saying Topeka.
No, I can't. I can't live there.
Why not?
I can go there. I can't actually live there. There's I don't want to have any contact with, because I have 2 people that are out there that want to hurt me.
Oh.
And if I run into them.
Okay. Well, I guess avoid. You know what they call it? They call it tapuka, is what they call it.
Yeah, we call it tapuka.
Yeah, I know. That's what it is.
Because there's 2 places there. If you drive by, it smells bad.
Yeah.
The Lay's factory, isn't that what's in Topeka, right? The Lay's factory?
I don't know. I haven't been there for a long time.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the Lay's chips, they have their factories there.
Okay.
And do you know what they use to make those chips?
No.
Not old, but not too old of potatoes, like almost rotten. They just cut the rotten part off and then use the rest of the chip. The rest for the chip.
You're telling me this is Lay's potato chips? They use rotten potatoes.
Yeah. No, like they don't dispose of them. They have basically they use the potato as their fuel to run their building. Like
they use the potatoes to run the machinery and the equipment that makes the potato chips.
Yeah, you know how.
Well, that actually sounds pretty environmentally sound, using potatoes.
Yeah, but you just smell the rottenness. Like,
I see.
It smells like someone didn't take a shower in over 200 years, like feet. That they didn't wash your feet. They barefoot.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like.
Okay.
And then they also have a dog food factory out there.
Yeah. Those are horrible as well. I've gotten near some dog food factories in my lifetime, and that's a horrible smell.
Yeah.
Worse than feet that haven't been washed in 200 years.
So I was just listening to that last person. They're also a driver, right?
Yes, correct.
So I have a question about Uber and that stuff.
All right.
So what's if I were to take and get an Uber, what's a red flag? What do I need to look for? Because I've been in a couple of Ubers that basically I should have I need a new ride. I need a new driver.
I mean, you're kind of gonna get what you get.
Because the last Uber ride I went on, this person had duct tape and rope right next to me.
You're right.
Like they were, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can look at their star rating. That'll pop up.
But this is people giving me free Uber rides. Like,
well, then
I didn't have a way to get.
If it's free, what are you complaining about?
No, what I'm saying is I'm not complaining. I was just like, I'm just trying to get advice from you.
I see. I don't know. It's just kind of the luck of the draw. Sometimes you get someone with duct tape and rope. Sometimes you get me, and then you just never know what you're going to get in between.
Okay, now I have 238 followers.
Wow, you're just killing it, Dalton. And you didn't even put your name in the chat or anything.
Yeah, I'm actually going to say it. I need help, for real, getting 1,000 followers, guys.
Is everybody listening to Dalton right now? He needs help getting to 1,000 followers.
So I can go live.
He wants to go live.
I'm planning on doing the same type of thing that he's doing, but
better.
Stay at home. But
the sit
game show,
the
game show type
the
thing.
sit by night show, the sit at home by night show.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna call it, the Dalton stay at home night show, or not night show. It's probably gonna be during the day because I do my other live streaming.
All right.
At night.
Okay.
The day show.
All right. No, I understand. I understand, Dalton. All right, we're about 15 minutes here. So shout out your handle one last time, and we'll say goodbye.
All right. So it's Dalton, all lowercase, DALTONSAFFER 5. One more time. DALTONSAFFER 5.
Okay, let's get you up to 300 tonight. 250.
Nah, I think I'm already past that.
Oh.
Here in a couple of minutes because I just
Okay.
called like 40 to 50 people.
Okay. All right. Well, keep us apprised as always, and we'll talk to you next week.
So I don't think I'll be able to talk to you next week, but
maybe 2 weeks then, and then by then you might have 500 followers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a question for you. Have you actually thought about doing more than one day of a show?
Not yet. I mean, I've thought about it, sure, but I don't think I'm at that point yet where
It'll make your basically what you consider ratings go up.
I know. This takes time, you know. I got other stuff I need to do. I wish I could just do this all the time, but I just can't.
What you really need is to hope one of these days you do the show, and someone in the chat is actually part of a TV company.
That's right.
That's what I'm hoping for you.
I am too. I'm hoping Jay Leno.
The Drive-By Night Show.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that come on the TV.
Me too.
And hundreds and hundreds of people just call.
Yeah.
All over the world.
No, I know. I just missed a call from Ontario.
Ontario, Texas. Canada. Oh, I was like Ontario, Texas. I mean Ontario.
If Ontario calls right now, I'm going to take their call because I want to really talk to Canada.
You know, they're not doing so well right now with this COVID.
I've heard that. I've heard that there's been a massive surge of positive results and cases in Canada.
This is what I'm gonna do. As soon as I hear a beep beep or you say there's someone calling, I'll let go.
Okay.
How about that?
All right. Here we got Ontario. It's coming in. Canada. I'm gonna let you go, buddy.
Right.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
See you. Drive-By Night Show. How are you?
Good day, Mad Dog Chris Musto from the Mad Dog Sports Radio.
Am I on the air?
Mad Dog Chris Russo on Sports Talk Radio. You're on the air.
Hey,
Who was the last offensive lineman introduced in the Packers pregame introduction?
That's a great question. You're talking the Green Bay Packers?
The Green Bay Packers. Who's the last offensive lineman introduced?
The last lineman that they chose?
There's only one more. There's only one lineman.
I don't know.
No, you got one more.
No, I don't know. What's the answer?
You got one. It's David Bakhtiari. He's a good offensive lineman.
Okay.
He's a very good one. He got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
He's the reason they go to the Super Bowl.
I know Aaron Rodgers.
And then you know what? I gotta tell you something. I didn't like the Sopranos, how they killed Michael and Poe in the car. You know, he was like a son to Tony. I did not like that.
He was a son to Tony. Why did they do him that way?
I don't know, but I'm friends with Michael and Poe, and I didn't like how they did that to him.
You know him in real life.
I'm friends with Michael and Poe, yeah.
Okay.
So I know him. We good friends.
Very good. I was just watching a film. I was trying to get caught up with like all of the Oscars and like the the nominated films and whatnot. And I just happened to catch Michael Imperioli a few nights ago.
He was in one.
Yeah. I remember which one it is. It was either like One Night in Miami, or it was. I think that's what it was.
I see the one movie, Promising Young Woman.
I saw that. Did you see it?
It was a good movie. People don't like it, but I thought it was a good movie.
Well, it is a bit controversial, and you can kind of see why. And it's a revenge story, really, at its core. and you know, but it's not like playful like something like Kill Bill. So it's more serious, and I could see why people.
By the way, I can't do the Mad Dog Chris Russo voice anymore.
It's
so
okay.
I'm just
It's
gonna
okay.
have to go.
Good, good.
Yeah.
That sounded like it was straining.
No. That was me doing a voice.
No, I know it was. It sounded like it was kind of straining your vocal cords after a while.
Oh yeah, it was.
How are you? How are you tonight?
I'm doing good, man.
Good.
We haven't talked in a while.
I know, and yeah. So I literally I'm gonna watch the Father with Anthony Hopkins tonight.
And Olivia Colman, yeah.
And then I have seen virtually every nominated picture for at least the major awards. I haven't seen all the documentaries, you know.
You saw Promising Young One?
Yes, I did.
It's a great movie. I loved it.
Yeah, no, it was refreshing. It was interesting. It had a tone to it that I wasn't quite sure of. Now, I did take a little bit of an umbrage with the ending, and I don't want to like spoil it for people, but I feel like they shouldn't have gotten caught. I feel like that sends a stronger.
I would have been so pissed.
But
that's how things are.
That sends a stronger message. That sounds a more realistic message. That sends a message that says, this is how much problematic that situations like this are, and we really need to like pay attention to them. So I felt like it kind of cheapened it a little bit for me, honestly.
I don't know. I thought I was kind of cheering and hollering like the whole movie, so it didn't bug me that much, the ending. I don't think the ending left too much of a sour taste in my mouth. I really enjoyed it.
It wasn't a sour taste at all, believe me. I respected their choice. I think it just could have been a little bit more powerful, leaving it like, this is dire, this is what happens all the time. I don't know. It was just an idea that I had once the film was over. But overall, no, I liked it quite a bit. I found it very, very, very bold, and why not? We need that, and especially this year, it's like watching this whole list of films that are on there. It's there's some few good ones, but overall, it's kind of a down year. And I know the pandemic has a lot to do with that, but there's
yeah. I mean, Dune was supposed to be nominated.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. Who knows without the pandemic, like these movies might not even been nominated.
You're 100% right, and I watched a couple of them. I know for sure wouldn't have been nominated for what they were in any other given year. And bonus for them this year, I guess. If you were brave enough to release a film, then maybe you should be rewarded, I suppose. Yeah. You know. Mm-hmm. But
I'm gonna watch Nomadland.
Okay,
tonight, I think
it's great, man. It's cool. A portion of it is shot in my home state of Nebraska as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
I think it's just gonna be depressing though. I'm gonna.
It is, but it's not. It's not like there's like hope. There's like it's not just like it feels that way and goes that way, and you'll feel it, but you're going to warm up to that character and really enjoy spending time with her on the screen, that it's like you're just kind of sorry to see her go at the end of the film, but it's a good overall feeling, I think.
All right, well, I mean, it's on Disney Plus, so I'm gonna watch it anyways.
Really?
I'm calling on my college phone line right now, so I don't know if they're gonna bust my ass for for calling across America. But
calling the United States, yeah. What does that cost? Does that cost anything?
It says free calling across North America, but I also don't want to take up too much of your time, because I think, you got like an hour left, right?
I got an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Well, let's leave it to... I just wanted to call because I haven't called in a while.
I appreciate it. I always appreciate the phone call. And so no worries. Call me once the Oscars have happened, and we'll talk about like what won and lost and all that.
Yeah, next week.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, see you, man.
Yeah, we'll see you. Okay, that's our good friend from Canada, our only friend from Canada who ever calls, and it's a lot of fun. Always does some great voices and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to try and get caught up with the chat here. Can't do that because we've got Massachusetts on the line. Drive by Night Show, how are you?
That's you, Brandon.
Hello. Hello, what's going on?
Oh, we're on the show.
Yeah, well, what's happening tonight?
The drive-by night show.
The one and only.
Wow. Do you remember me? Do you recognize my voice?
Yeah,
I think I've called him. I've called him before.
I think we've spoken a few times. It's just been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a hot second.
This is my 15th show.
Wow. How much times have I called in? Twice?
I want to say
3, maybe.
I think 3. This might be 4.
Wow. This time it's my friend calling. He wants to say hi.
All right. Well, that's fine with me. I don't mind.
What do you want to say?
I just want to say hi.
Name?
I'm a big fan of your show.
Thank you very much. I can't tell you how much that means to me.
How's Nebraska?
Yeah, how is
cool.
Nebraska?
It's cool. It's
it?
Nebraska, you know.
Probably freezing.
It doesn't change much around here. It kind of just does what it does, but it's fine.
It's freezing. Probably freezing.
It's cold, man, but it doesn't get any colder than you guys get out there, though. You know.
Yeah.
Must be a lot of corn out there.
There is. If you go,
Lots of corn.
if you go to the western part of the state, it's just corn, and and I shit you not, there are more cows than there are people. It's a real thing.
Wow.
My uncle's from Iowa.
Yep.
So similar region, a lot of corn.
A lot of corn.
More corn than people.
Oh, that by far. But it blows my mind that there's literally more cows. Like there's.
We said that there's more corn for every dollar of wealth in Iowa.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was a rough one to drive through. It's just cornfields and windmills. Like there's nothing to do, nothing to see.
Wait.
What's that?
Oh, sorry, just cut out for a second.
No worries. What else is going on tonight?
What are you like a driver?
Yeah. Uber.
Uber?
Yeah.
Oh, Uber and Lyft driver?
Yeah.
Uber and Lyft driver side hustling on TikTok.
Wait, you doing Uber or Lyft?
I do both.
Oh.
I got a bunch of videos on TikTok.
I know. I saw one. That's how I saw the live thing. Is I saw one of your. I think whichever one. I think one of them got. It was like the one that got over 1 million views. I saw it and I think I clicked on the live and I'm like, this guy's doing a pretty good job.
Good. Thank you. Yeah. No, it's been a lot of fun. Some of those videos just get crazy amounts of views. I have no idea. TikTok's just it's just kind of wide open Wild West. It's amazing.
Yeah, TikTok is it's just pure luck on TikTok.
You can blow up on random video.
A random video is the best way to put it. You can literally just go to sleep with a couple thousand views and wake up and you'll have millions. It doesn't make any sense. It's like what's going on out there? Well, I'm saying when you wake up and you see you have this thing on your message that says 99 plus messages, you've hit the big time.
Yeah.
What's it like? How much do they pay you in TikTok AdSense or ad revenue?
I'll put it this way. If you get 1 million views, you get $70.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you probably
Does that include taxes?
No, you gotta pay taxes. You gotta pay taxes on that stuff, on that $70. But I think you have to earn up to 600 or something before you have to pay taxes on it. But so it's in one way it's not that bad. It's like you didn't do anything and you got $70. But at the same time, it's like 1 million views should be worth a little bit more than $70.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not that easy to do. Even when videos are 20, 30 seconds long or shorter, it's still not easy to get 1 million of anything in life.
Yeah. Isn't it a little over a couple cents for 1,000 views or something?
Yeah. They say it ranges anywhere from 2 to 4 cents per 1,000.
So great. YouTube pays big bucks though compared to TikTok.
They do, and they've even lowered theirs quite a bit. But you can make an actual living on YouTube. I think to make a living on TikTok, you'd have to get into the billions of views.
Yeah.
To make $50K in a year, that's just crazy. Do the math. If you're only getting 70 per million, how many millions or billions would you have to do to get $50,000?
There was one guy who's saying
Even though he pumps out thousands of TikToks, each one of them is only enough to buy him a bag of chips.
It's true. It's true. And I've been on it for like a year, and I know overall I'm well over 10 million total like views on my account. And yeah, and they didn't even start paying me at the first, so I think I've cashed out $250 from them like in almost a year.
The virals?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. But like, what do? Do you just like put the camera up in the car and like?
Yeah, just got a dash cam, that just records the rides that I do.
Wow.
And then,
Wait, you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. There's a bunch of them on there. Longer ones too, because you can do that. But I recorded them for years, and then I just kind of stockpiled. Yeah, I started putting them out when I was like, I didn't want to really like drive anymore, so I didn't care if Uber like found my videos and deactivated my account. And then of course they never like my account's still active. It's like they don't even care.
Yeah. Do you still drive regularly and stuff?
No, I really haven't driven like during the pandemic at all. I just did my first ride 2 weeks ago because they were offering like a $50 bonus if you did 3 rides. So I was like, so I literally went and did 3 rides and then stopped. So it was busy. There was like a lot of people starting to move around, like college, you know.
Yeah.
Kids are looking to go out and move around a little bit. So it was super busy, but it's just like, I just don't want to do it right now. I still feel weird about it. I don't know. It still feels weird just doing anything still now. Just kind of going out in public still just doesn't feel like it used to.
Yeah. It's not normal anymore.
No, it's not. And I don't know how long it's going to be till we like get that feeling back where it's like, oh, this is chill. This is cool. Like, so we're all like OCD now, I think, like worried about people like hugging us and touching us, you know, and spitting on us while they're talking, you know. It's like we weren't.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is definitely like handshaking. I'm so afraid to like handshake somebody.
Yeah, and I've read certain articles about that a lot of people are saying, let's just get rid of the handshake forever.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm okay with it, you know. Like
I don't like handshaking someone's sweaty hand.
That's what I'm saying. And you know, and it's never just a handshake, because then you got to like grip it, then you got to like pull on it, then you got to fist bump it, and it's like the handshakes become so complicated now anyway that it's just like just a nice little elbow to elbow and it's over.
Yeah,
true.
So, I don't know. But it's like when you think about the handshake, like I remember the first time I got like a handshake was probably from like my grandfather. You know what I mean? It's kind of like an old, it's like an old man sort of a thing that just got passed down to generations, and maybe we're just like, you know what, we're just done with this.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, just no one's dropped it. Now finally feel like we should.
Yeah, well, we've got a legitimate reason for it now too, so I don't see why not.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Something to think about, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll let you move on to the next call.
Sounds great. Thanks for the call tonight. Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.
Okay. There was Massachusetts calling. Well, we're kind of talking about the handshake. Should we be done with the handshake after COVID? Are we just done with this handshake? We got Gorilla Man on the line. Let's see what Gorilla Man thinks about the handshake. Gorilla Man, I've got you programmed in, and you're live on the air. What do you think about the handshake? Should we be done with it or keep doing it?
Man, I don't know. I think the handshake's you know, I'm kind of old fashioned.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a solid, firm deal, you know.
I understand. Like I've been doing the handshake since I can remember. Like I said, it was like I remember my grandfather. Like I would come into his house, and it would be the first thing that would happen. He'd greet me at the door and shake my hand, and it was sort of like that welcome into my home. sort of a thing, you know. And so no, it's been with me for a very long time, and then go ahead.
And then Nanny, it's slam a plate of food in your face too. So you really felt at home then, huh?
It's true. my grandmother cooked all the time, but my grandmother was a little ornery. She also like gave me whiskey and cigarettes when I was very young.
That sounds like an awesome name.
Oh, she was great. I was like 11, 12 years old, and she's like giving me cigarettes and money and little snips of whiskey and beer, and she was a lot of fun.
Oh wow, that sounds like a hell of a nanny.
She was great. Good stuff.
Man.
So what's up with you tonight?
I am stuck in Kansas.
No way. You're kidding me.
Yeah, like Ontario, Kansas.
Where's that?
I don't know. Look it up.
Okay, you don't know where you are.
I was on my way back from a funeral up in Wyoming.
Oh wow, you were way out there. You were way out there.
Yeah, my cousin and his dad. My cousin passed away. He was they was out mushroom hunting out there, and man, I got a little ways away from the car, and my cousin had to take a dump. He had that McBelly Buster on the way out there.
Okay.
And when he dropped his trousers,
yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but rattlesnakes can be quiet.
Yes.
And they bit him right in the ball sack.
And that was it. It was just game over.
Yeah. Well, he turned to his dad, and he said, "You're gonna have to suck the poison out." And his dad said, "You want me to say something nice at your funeral?" Right. And I told Uncle Buck, I said, "Hey, I don't blame you. Y'all been out hunting for 3 days. I wouldn't put that in my mouth if it was showered."
Right. Maybe if he would have taken a shower beforehand, you'd consider it at least.
Oh, I don't even care. We could have sanitized the hell out of that. I tell you, man.
Yeah.
Me and you, if we're ever out diapering a monkey and you get bit,
yeah,
you're gone. You're gone.
I know that, and that's why I just don't want to put myself in that situation.
Man, I wouldn't either. But hey, you risked your life for 3 rides on $50, but you won't come toss and diaper a monkey for $1,000. What the hell's wrong with you?
You're right. It was just 3 rides. I was like, they couldn't have made it any more easy or enticing. It's like, hey, I got paid for the ride, and I got tips, and I got $50. It took me about 45 minutes to do this, and I made like $80.
Wow.
Like, you had to do it, right?
Man, they tip up where you live?
Well, yeah. Times,
Man.
It's not always, but sometimes. They tipped okay.
Well, I'm stuck here in Kansas, and there ain't nothing to do.
There's nothing to do, but there was nothing to do in Wyoming. Now, did you drive through like a corner of Nebraska?
No, actually, I tore out of here, went through Colorado.
Yeah. Do 70 west?
I got the Mile High Club,
Oh yeah. I know.
Had to go to the Dank Bank and see some stuff.
Is there anything worse than Western Kansas / Eastern Colorado?
Oh man, no.
It's brutal.
No, and then my wife, she don't like cutting through. We cut through the mountains. She doesn't like that at all. She's got a height thing.
Okay.
She thinks the mountain will fall down around her. I don't know.
Vertigo.
No, I don't know. I think it's just pussigo.
Okay. That's a real thing too. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, for her it is big thing.
Okay.
Big thing.
No.
So we got to talk about your shirts.
Oh,
okay.
Please, let's do talk about
that. You gotta make them big now. I'm a big feller. I need like a 4X tall.
Okay. No. I've got somebody handling that end of it, so I believe all sizes will be available. And it's like a print to order thing, so I'm not going to buy 1,000 of these things.
Hello?
Yeah. You there, buddy?
Yeah, I guess we lost connection there for half a second.
All right, well, we're good. So no, I've got somebody handling the orders and the sizes of the shirt. So it's going to be like a print to order type of thing. So I'm not going to be stuck with like a whole garage full of T-shirts that nobody wants.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
You got to set your aim a little higher than that, don't you?
I don't know. Do I?
I would think so. If you're trying to sell T-shirts, make a dollar at this.
Well, no. I'll make a couple bucks on them if somebody orders them, you know. But it's just.
I need a big one. I'm about 6'5", and I weigh 400 pounds.
Okay.
So.
Well, then,
I need like a small tent.
It's true. Well, I think we can arrange that. I think we can arrange that, and then you can move around Tulsa, and everybody can be like, "What in tarnation are you wearing? What in tarnation is this? This is driving around during the evening show. What is this?"
Now, also you need one that has like a gorilla with a diaper on it. And on the diaper, it says all the rides.
I've thought about that, and I do have one variation in mind that I'm going to start off with, and we'll kind of see how things go. But I can sort of imagine more variations coming down the road, just kind of depending if it's like worth it or not.
Yeah, I got you. Well, maybe also we could maybe one day I could host the show with you. I could come up to Nebraska and ride along with you.
I like it.
We could slap my face on there too.
I think we need to try something out. We'd have to work on the angle a little bit of the
angle.
Well,
I'll just sit on your lap, buddy.
400 pounds on my lap, sir. I don't know if I could handle that for 3 hours.
Well, you look like a strapping young lad.
I can handle a little bit, but 400 pounds for 3 hours, that's going to put my legs to sleep. Then I couldn't.
Man, that would probably put you to sleep, buddy.
It's true.
And I don't do mouth to mouth, so I don't know what we're going to do.
Well, no, and if I get bit by a rattlesnake, I'm not calling you either.
Oh my God, yeah, don't call me. It's like, hey, I got bit on my butt talk, so I ain't put your dirty old ass in my mouth. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know what? You and I are good. Everywhere else, we'll just have to let that one go. And I'm okay with it.
All right. We're good everywhere else, so we got some chemistry going on.
That's right. I think we do. Might be.
All right.
We might be long lost brothers.
You know what? My mom did lose a baby at the bar one time.
That could be me.
It could be. Was you found in a bar?
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
In Oklahoma somewhere?
I don't think my parents have told me everything. I wasn't there when I was born. I don't remember anything till I was 3 years old. Anything could have happened in those first 3 years.
God.
You know what I mean? You just got to go with.
You don't remember being 3?
Well, I do. Yeah.
I remember what it was like being in the womb.
Oh. Well, what was it like? Tell us.
Man, it was warm and dark.
You didn't want to come out?
No, I did not.
I don't blame you.
Well, I got the umbilical cord, and I spread my feet out real wide, and I pulled.
Yeah. I was over 10 months, and I weighed almost 11 pounds when I was born.
Dude, what?
So I really didn't want to come out. It was like 10 months and 3 days. And now
she had a grown-ass man inside her.
Pretty much. And these were back in the Stone Ages when they don't allow things like that to happen anymore. And,
Jesus.
Oh yeah. And
what year are you born?
Well, that's going to give away everything.
Well, I want to know. I need to know.
I was a bicentennial baby.
75.
6.
No? Yeah, 76. 76, yeah.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. You're only like 12 years older than me.
I know. Well, I'm at least 12 years older than everybody, if not more. So it's okay though.
It's all right, man. Hey, you're gonna beat me to retirement. That's
We'll see. This show is supposed to be my retirement.
Oh man. So you're gonna have to work for the rest of your life. Huh?
That's pretty much.
With your $2 a week.
$2 a week. I think I did pretty good today though. I put up a video on TikTok early this afternoon, and last I looked, it was doing tremendous. So
well, I'll have to give it a look.
Yeah, go give it a look. Cause I'll make at least $10 off of that video alone.
Oh wow, man, you're rolling the money.
I mean, what do you think about that?
Man, you're gonna have to buy me Taco Bell now.
It's true. I'll have to refund the Cash App money from last week. So the Taco Bell, I think went over pretty well last week, though.
Oh, you didn't blow it up?
No, I did fine. I did fine. I made a nice little its own separate video about it, and I like the way it turned out.
Well, good deal.
It was just good content.
I tell you something else you ought to do. You ought to get a swear jar, because I was watching our last phone call, and man, we had some swear words going on there. That was adult content.
Yeah, now, how would I could have the swear jar, but then how would I like penalize people and get them to like throw money into it?
I have no clue, but they'd have to be honest. They'd have to be honest. I alone could have bought you a month's worth of Taco Bell.
It's true. It's true. But no, it's an interesting idea. There's like one of these days I should just take every idea that people come up with and just implement them all on one day and see what happens.
Well then, oh man, that'd be crazy. But then it wouldn't be your show.
I suppose. But it would be the show because it's organic things that have been brought up during the show that become the show.
Well, that's true. I'd always call in and give you some kind of hell, some outrageous bogus story about my cousin getting bit in the taint.
Yeah. But did you really? Wait, hunting for mushrooms, no less.
Yeah, he was hunting. He was hunting for morel. It's morel season right now.
Were they just the mushrooms to put into a salad, or were they the magic variety?
No, they were not magic variety. Okay. They were. Well, they might have been. Hell, I don't know.
Well, that's not
kind of weird.
That's not worth getting bit by a rattlesnake for. Then I don't think.
Well, I don't know, man. They do all kinds of crazy shit out there.
In Wyoming.
You know? Yes. I went to a bar. I wrestled a bear.
Okay.
I ain't even lying. My uncle, after we buried my cousin, you know, he's like, I got to get rid of these feelings because I could have saved his life if I would just put that thing in my mouth.
Right.
And we went down to this bar, and I hear this thing, and I fight through the crowd. And sure enough, man, they got a bear chained to the wall in there, and they pulled all of his teeth and all of his claws, and then you for $5 you can get up there and you can wrestle him. And if you win, which I don't know how you win, but I won somehow, and I got a picture of beer and a T-shirt.
And so you paid $5 to wrestle this bear.
Yeah.
Did you pin the bear? Like how do you, like you said, how do you?
Well, what I did was, since I'm a zoologist of types,
right?
I know how to put him to sleep. And what you do is you take your thumb and you shove it in his butt, and when he's figuring out if he likes it or not, you flip him over and you start rubbing his stomach, and you sing the ABCs to him.
Okay.
And it puts him to sleep.
Yeah, it's got to be because those bears.
Yeah, you got to be like A B C D.
Right.
And he goes to sleep, man. He goes to sleep, and they've never seen that shit before in their life. But they thought, this 6'5", 400-pound SOB gonna do it.
Right.
And I did it.
And see, you got a pitcher of beer, and what kind of T-shirt?
White T-shirt set up in the bear.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully your T-shirt's a lot better looking.
I hope so too. But that's a pretty amazing thing to have. Like, I don't know anybody who's wrestled a bear and won.
Me neither. I'm the first.
I think
I don't even think they also had the mountain oyster contest going on at the same time. Well, I wasn't able to partake in that.
Well, why is that?
Well, by the time I got the bear pen, they was already starting. I couldn't run up there and down 500 damn mountain oysters.
I see. That was the record or the expectation. You need to eat 500 of these to win.
I think it was the record.
Okay, that's all.
Some little Chinese guy did it. I think he's the same one that eats all hot dogs.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know. I don't know how that would even be possible. 500 of those.
I couldn't eat 500 balls after I found out what they were.
That's
At first,
true.
I was like, mountain oysters.
Yeah. Everybody kind of had that moment in life where they actually found out what they really were, and then it was like, I don't think I want those things anymore.
Well, one of them, I guess I castrated a damn bull. It was as big as a damn football. I was like, how the hell are you supposed to eat that?
Oh, I mean, little bites, I suppose.
Well, I guess. I mean, how do you eat a turd sandwich?
Slowly and carefully.
Well, big bites on that.
That's true. You're actually right there. You just get it over as quick as you can, and then just swallow it before you realize what happened.
Yeah, that's it.
Ugh,
that's it.
I don't know about all that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a joke, and I'm gonna get out of here and let the rest of these people have you.
What you got?
Okay. The Lone Ranger and Tonto are riding across the prairie looking for the buffalo. All right. So they're riding along, and then all of a sudden, Tonto, he sees something, and he gives a signal to the Lone Ranger to stop. Tonto dismounts off his horse, and he gets down on the ground, and he puts his ear to the ground. And he comes back up, and the Lone Ranger says, "What do you see?" And he says, "Buffalo come." He's like, and the Lone Ranger, he gets down, and he puts his ear to the ground, and he comes back up, and he's like, "Are you sure? How do you know?" And he said, "Hand sticky." I get it. There's you a joke to remember to tell people.
It's true. As much as I like the joke, I promise I'll forget it in 2 minutes, because that's just the way my brain works. My brain just works. It's just gone.
Oh wow.
There was something about, like, I vaguely remember this. It's like, what did the buffalo say to his firstborn when he went away to college?
Bison,
yeah. I remember that one. That was not any good. That's all I can remember.
Oh, my wife's got a joke she wants me to tell too.
All right.
What is the one? Okay, there's 2 muffins in the oven. What does the one muffin say to the other muffin?
I don't know.
One says, "It's hot in here." The other one says, "Holy shit, a talking muffin."
There you go. It's simple. It's good.
There you go. And it's pretty clean. You could cut out the holy shit, but
that's okay. We can get away with that.
We need those sentence enhancers.
It's true. And I think we can get away with at least that much on here, thankfully.
Yeah. I feel like I need to cut it back some, because you got some kiddos on here, and I don't want.
I know. It's hard. It's hard to say.
Well, yeah, because I talked to somebody, and I'm getting crazy in my stories and stuff, and I bet you everybody that's listening, that's like, "Oh man, Gorilla Guy's losing it." No, Gorilla Guy's just trying to watch his P's and Q's and stuff, and trying not to be that annoying guy that calls every week. But I also feel like if I continue these PG-13, he's going to be that annoying guy that calls every week.
It's all right.
Wants to be like, "Well, how's the weather up there, sir?"
As long as we don't get to that point, which we haven't yet, and I feel like we're a long way off from that. We're gonna be just fine.
Yeah, I think also part of the reason I'm not getting crazy tonight is I've had like 0 beer. Kansas ain't got good beer.
Well, and they quit selling it at 8 o'clock.
Oh my God, is that the reason why I can't get none?
You can't buy it after 8 o'clock.
What the hell? What is this place?
I'm dead serious. You can go to a bar still, but you can't buy it in a store after 8 o'clock. It's done.
Well, you know what I've always heard is Kansas is just Nebraska's brother. So
Nebraska's got loose. You can buy giant bottles of vodka in the gas station. Nobody cares.
Well, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I should have went through Nebraska.
You should have, man. It's way better.
Man, I hit something on the damn GPS. It's taking me a shorter route, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've been in the car for 3 days.
You're paying for it now, though.
Well, I have been in the car for 3 days. What the hell am I talking about?
right. Well, I don't know what to tell you about Kansas. You're there. There's nothing to do though.
Well, you should come save me. I need an Uber.
I don't know. I don't know where Ontario is.
Well, I mean, put it in the GPS. Google it. Google it.
I can't while I'm on the phone.
You got excuses, man. I know you got two phones. You got to have two phones.
Yeah, but one's live streaming and one's like taking the phone call. They're both in use.
Well, excuse me. Turn that
I'll
damn
get my
live stream off.
Here, wait a minute. I'll get my Atlas out. I know I got my Atlas under my seat.
Oh my God!
Here, look at this. Look at this.
All the kids. What is that?
What is that? What is that? This is a map. This is called a map. But
backpack.
Yeah.
We need the map.
I remember like driving around in like Los Angeles, like on the middle of a freeway, and just holding this giant like Atlas, like while I'm like trying to drive 90 miles an hour down this freeway, trying to figure out.
You're
like,
nuts.
Oh yeah, it was just like it was just something that you kind of did before GPS. You just had to have like that giant map in your car, you know.
Man, I truck drove for a little bit. And the two places I hated the most to truck drive in was anywhere in California and New York.
Sure. There's no room there.
No, my God. And I went down a one way, the opposite way, and you should have seen that mess.
I believe it. And there could also be like you just turn some corner and all of a sudden like you're not going down that road. Like there's just not enough room.
Oh no, I had to put the truck in reverse. And you know that, I don't know if you know where it is or not, but that bull they got there in New York City.
Oh, like Wall Street?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I pulled a 70-foot trailer right up on the curb beside that to turn around in that one way.
Jeez, that's dangerous.
And not to mention the 15,000 people that was on that curb when I put it in reverse.
Yeah, seriously. Probably all just screaming at you too.
They were. I had to lock my doors and grit my teeth and hope to God one of them little girly men didn't get in there and beat me to death with the briefcase.
It's true.
It was all like, "Oh, you're up on the sidewalk, you spanko." I'm just like, oh my God, how am I going to turn this thing around?
Yeah, you're like, where are you from? Oklahoma?
Yeah, exactly. My teepee is a long ways away from here.
That's right.
And you guys ain't going to get your Starbucks if I don't deliver it.
Well, there's a price.
There was a price. And then the $2,000 ticket I got for jumping the curb.
Oh, you really did?
Oh, I really did. The cop. Well, there's cops.
Yeah, they're everywhere. You're right. They probably just walked right up to your door.
And then they found my gun, and you're not supposed to have a gun in New York City.
Okay.
And that was a big. They're like, "How'd you get it?" I was like, "Man, I come from a state that they hand them out to you. It's a birthright."
Right. The hospital.
Well, but I mean, Oklahoma's almost as bad as freaking Texas when it comes to that.
Sure.
We got people walking around here at a Walmart with AR-15 strapped to their backs because they can't. Because we got that constitutional carry now.
I know, all about it.
You know, this thing drives me so nuts. All of a sudden, these patriots come out, and the only amendment they know about is their first, their second, and their fifth.
It's true.
That's it. My freedom of speech, my right to bear arms, and I plead the fifth to keep my mouth shut when you finally pull me over.
I would guess that's 90%, 95% of Americans are about right there.
Yeah, but you don't realize that there's, I don't know, 26 other amendments.
Right.
That do other various things for a larger or different groups of people. That's the other thing that bothers me about people is they don't give a damn what happens to you until something happens to them. So as soon as you start infringing on their freedoms, oh my God, we got big issues now.
No,
you ain't taking my guns away. You ain't gonna vaccinate me. I'm an anti-vaxxer.
That's true. We're a very selfish society when it comes to that type of stuff.
Yeah, we damn sure are. We damn sure are, every one of us.
Yep, I know. I'm guilty to certain degrees as well, you know.
Oh, I am too, you know. I think about this, that, and the other thing, and I think, you know, well, that ain't happened to me, but
right.
I really don't care. But and then all of a sudden, when something starts encroaching on me, the shadow starts coming over my lane. I'm like, hey, this ain't right.
You get pissed real quick, don't you?
Oh yeah,
I do too.
And then I gotta take a step back and look at it.
You do, because more times than not, you kind of realize how ridiculous you are.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But
and then I put my big girly panties on and cry about it for a while.
Just for a while, and then you brush it off, and you're like, I don't care about anything anymore.
I don't care anymore.
It's true. It's true.
Well, anyway, man, we'll give you back the show, and
sounds good.
Let's make sure we get some good ones in here.
Okay, we got 1 hour.
Dalton call again. Dalton, if you call again, this man needs to hear it.
We got 1 hour left in the show, so
he'll take most of it up if we get him on there.
All right, Gorilla Man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, adios.
All right, we'll see you. Okay, that was Gorilla Man. And Gorilla Man's earned the right to go over the 7-minute suggested time limit. I don't even remember half the stuff we talked about there, but I hope it was entertaining for you. It always is for me. I'm trying to get caught up with this chat. It's saying, bye, Grandma. Yeah, bye. Love you too, huh? Okay, bye. 20 years later, Ontario, Texas. Says Dalton hates Canada. Is there more than one Ontario? I don't believe so. It's I've only had one person from Ontario, Canada, call me, and it's always the same guy, and he's a lot of fun. Thank you, Canada. Tears. LOL. Can he turn his speaker down? We're almost to John's house. LOL. Oh, good. That's from the video. I love it. Why is Canada asking about Green Bay? Canada has the most dangerous geese gangs. I'd love to hear more about that. Oh my God, he's speaking like the squirrel in Hoodwinked. I think he has an accent. Next caller. And then chat saying, it was a voice. I don't feel so bad about saying sweet speech impediment. LOL. Oh, this is Franny. I'm ready to call in. Well, we're ready for you, Franny. Are you still around? Sorry, I'm getting to this kind of late. It's 10 o'clock, Franny. Give us a call. Here we go. Okay, have you made an appointment with our secretary? They're asking Franny. The t-shirt is in the mail, Franny. Absolutely. And we got 343. That's based on something that happened a while ago. What does he do? We appreciate Canada. Want me to PayPal you some Taco Bell money again? Absolutely. Everything is all the rides. Everything. If someone calls a kid, I check Doug Dalton's content. It's about what I expected, LOL. Checked out. What is it exactly? I don't know. TikTok is strange. I have one video with 2.2 million views and the rest less than 500. It is very strange that way. We got Virginia on the line. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Hello.
How's it going tonight?
It's good.
What are you up to?
Nothing, just relaxing, kind of stressed out.
Well, what are you stressed out about?
Just school.
Okay. Well, what do you got? Maybe a month left?
Yeah.
Okay.
About a month.
About a month, and then a little summer break and whatnot. And what do you think next school year is going to be like?
I think it's gonna be virtual, or it's gonna be both. Like you can choose.
Okay. What if you had the choice? Which would you choose?
I'm gonna probably stay virtual because I don't want to risk giving people, my family, corona.
Yeah. Totally. I understand that. How have you been so far the last year? Have you do you know anybody who's had it? Have you had it? Has everybody been okay?
My cousin had it, but no, I haven't had it yet.
Okay.
Or am I planning on having it?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get the vaccine.
Pretty soon. It looks like it's opening up to pretty much any age right now, or at least like 16 and older or something.
Yeah. I'm trying to get that, and then hopefully, once more people get that, life will go back to normal like it was before.
Yeah. No, it works best when the more people that get it, the better chance it has at succeeding. Then the virus has no place to go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see like where we are this time next year. Honestly.
Yeah. But you know what Candace?
Canvas?
Yeah, Candace.
Oh, Candace. I'm not sure. Maybe.
You're sure you don't know what Candace?
I mean, not on the top of my head.
What about Wilma?
Wilma? No, I do not know a Wilma.
Oh, there's some TikTokers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I look as much as I can, but there's just so much out there to look at. I just don't know who those two are. Are they any good?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
What do they do generally?
They just do dances and stuff.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
How have you been with all this corona?
I've been fine. I've had it like twice, so I think at this point I've kind of got like weird super immunity to it, but I got it last March, and then I got it again in January.
Oh, dang.
So I got sick. I got pretty sick both times, and I wasn't really able to do anything for like 3 to 5 weeks.
Dang, that sucks.
It did. It wasn't pleasant. It was like the sickest I've ever been in my life.
Gee, oh yeah, I definitely don't want it.
No, it's not any fun. And I feel pretty good today. Towards the end of last year, though, I still felt like I had some like side effects from it, though.
Yeah, definitely something I don't want.
Yeah. No, you don't. If you don't have to deal with it, then don't. Trust me.
Yeah. I can't wait for it to be over.
I know. I think we're all feeling that way at this point, But we just kind of have to continue to ride it out for the time being, at least.
Yeah. I have school tomorrow.
All right. Good. Well, good luck with it, and have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
Thank you. See you. Okay, there was Virginia calling. Talking a little COVID, because it's always on our minds at some point. Chad is saying, hey, TikTok. However, YouTube is more topic sensitive than TikTok. Do you think so? I don't know about that. Feels like you can get away with anything on YouTube. Go to YouTube. Follow at all the rides. Let's see. Chat is saying, I low-key want some ice cream. LOL. Risk your life for $50 and won't come to Tulsa and diaper a chimp. That's right, Gorilla Man. I will not be diapering a chimp. Chat saying, I love social distancing. This man is the real deal, star of the show. How's grandma? He better leave Kansas ASAP. Valid. Driving south down Indiana is worse, the chat is saying. Well, here's a first one. This is pretty exciting. We've got the U.S. Virgin Islands on the line. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How are you tonight?
I'm pretty good. I'm watching the live right now.
I love it. Are you calling from the Virgin Islands?
I am.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
How's it been down there since COVID happened?
Excuse me?
How's it been in the Virgin Islands since COVID happened?
Pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I mean, we always speak to ourselves anyways.
That's what I was kind of thinking. You're a little bit more isolated than the mainland is.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if it changed your whole culture like it did for us up here.
Yeah, no, it's great here, man.
Good.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. Just driving around, taking some phone calls. You know, this is something I do every Thursday night for a few hours, and it's pretty fun. People just kind of call me from all over the place. So all right. And then I was like all excited to get a call from the Virgin Islands, and then they just hung up. So it was kind of hard to understand. You know, so maybe we had a bad connection. I don't know. The chat's saying, yes, I want to know about his grandma. Gorilla Man didn't bring up the grandma at all. And, you know, someone's saying, you got that vape. You know, I kind of gave up the vape a little while ago, and I'm just chewing on this nice bit of gum here. Here we go. We need an update on Granny with Alzheimer's. I guess next week, Gorilla Man, you got to give it. And this is the 2021 Taxi Cab Confessions. It really is, and I fashioned a lot about what I'm doing off of that show. I watched a lot of it in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and I loved it. You sound like you should have a podcast, LOL. Then the next person says, you should have a podcast. This duo is podcast gold. Hey, guess what? There is a podcast. Go to your favorite provider. Search Drive By Night Show, and this will pop up as a podcast. If you prefer to watch a replay of the whole show, you can go to YouTube at All the Rides, and there it is. So we've got you covered. We've got podcasts, we've got videos, we've got everything for you. Thanks for the presents, Jesse. Hey, it's the homie from Montana that called in the other day. Just dropped in to say hi. Hi right back to you. Hope you're having a drink tonight. Was the girl cheating? I don't know. Like, that's referring to the video I put up today. It kind of seemed like it to me, though, right? There is more to that video, and people are calling for a part 2. So I'm going to try and edit that together and put it up next Thursday and see if I can get it to work. I don't know if I got enough material there, but I'll find out. Gorilla Man is the best. Laughed my ass off. You're so cool. Wait, I'm 24, and I have a map under my seat. Well, there you go. Maybe maps aren't dead. And then it just says Nebraska, and then there's 3 question marks. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, this is the kid that had a bad day at school. I'm his cousin. Man, COVID twice? I think so. I don't know what the hell else was going on with me. Gorilla Guy, next time you call, we need a grandma update. Sounds like viral shedding. It's terrible. I worked on the COVID unit, and it's indescribable. I'm sure it has been. I don't want to trade places with anybody that's been working the COVID unit. Thank you for everything you've done, honestly. I know I should have mentioned her. Sorry. That's Gorilla Guy saying about the grandmas. No worries. Okay, we're caught up with the chat, and we got about 45 minutes left in the show. The phone line is open, 402-853-8436. This is the Drive By Night Show. If you're just joining us, we are a 3-hour call-in talk show on TikTok every Thursday from 8 to 11 Central Time. And this is our 15th week doing this. So thank you, everybody. It says, I can't find your podcast. Well, you just got to search Drive By Night Show podcast. I don't know where you're looking, but I know it's in Spotify and Apple Podcast and Google. And I tried to put it in every possible place possible. So just try Drive By Night Show podcast. I know it's on Stitcher. It'll pop up somewhere. Can I donate for a mukbang right now, tonight? Do we do 2 mukbangs 2 weeks in a row? Someone's saying same. Well, I guess we'll get a chat consensus. Do we want back-to-back mukbangs on the Drive By Night Show, or are we just sticking to phone calls? We've got one yes. We've got one every week. Maybe I just start a whole new show where I just do that. I don't know. I don't know if this betrays the Drive By Night Show code of ethics by doing a mukbang on it in a call-in talk show. I just don't know. We've got one yes, one every week. I'll wait and see. If we get 3 votes for it, I'll do it. If not, we'll just stick to the phone calls and see what happens, even though nobody's calling. Who's lurking around out there? There's some lurkers. Let's, why don't one of you call in and we'll chat for a few minutes. We got 45 minutes left. You could do a live every Tuesday and do mukbangs. I could. Okay. Well, okay. We got everyone's saying mukbangs. Well, where's that Cash App? I don't even want to be that guy. But send me the money and we'll go do it. Where should we go tonight, though? And we did Taco Bell last week. What should be the choice tonight? Limited choices due to the tiny metropolis that I live in. But I think we got a little Burger King, we got a little McDonald's, we got a little Taco Bell. I know there's more. There's more. We go to Raising Cane's. It's chicken fingers. Anybody know what that is? I think that's open till 11. There's some choices. Somebody just throw out some ideas then in the chat. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and spin in circles for 40 minutes and the show will be over. I need help and information. But I also could use a phone call. 402-853-8436 is the number. And let's get a call in here tonight. So there you go. Otherwise, I just sit here. And talk about nonsense and whatnot. So yeah, I mentioned earlier that I gave 3 Lyft rides. And okay, here we go. We're getting all right. We got $5 and we got and first person saying do the Burger King. And now someone's saying the Canes. I'd say let's just get 2 votes for one thing and we'll do it. Oh, we got Canes. All right, we're doing the Canes, and we got the money. So all right, so we're on our way to Raising Cane's, which I know they don't have those everywhere. So I'll just try and explain what it is. It's simply just chicken fingers and French fries and coleslaw and toast, and then they have this cane sauce that you dip it in. It's really simple stuff, but it's pretty good. It's eats. Thank you. I see the $5 from both of you. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Like you're starting to spoil me here, and you're just giving me money to go eat. And I don't know. Maybe I found my true calling and my true dream job in life. And if I just go live every night, people will feed me. And I think that's pretty incredible. So thank you so much. This is pretty awesome. So we're going to go give the Raising Cane's a try. And this will be good. I haven't had it in a long time. It's kind of turned me off during the pandemic because I've had to go there with DoorDash and Uber Eats and whatnot. And they've closed the inside of the restaurant. And the lines at Raising Cane's have just been around the frickin' block. So it's like you pull up there and you got to sit for a half an hour to get somebody's order. So it's kind of like, I kind of been like, not so hip with the Cane's right now. But at like 10:20 at night, it won't be a big deal. I went there the other day around this time, and there hardly wasn't anybody in line. Gorilla Guy's saying, ask for a secret menu item. Is that a real thing? I know certain places like that have secret menu, but I just say, give me a secret menu item, and they just give me something, or do I need to know like what to ask for? And that's the information that I just don't have. We're going to Raising Cane's, and we're going to get some chicken fingers and crinkle cut fries and maybe a little coleslaw and Texas toast is what's on the menu here. So just got to get ourselves into this area here. And I think I'm in the wrong lane here. So hopefully it'll figure itself out. So, okay. Hang on. I'll Google it. Gonna Google the chat saying I've never been to Raising Cane's. Hang on. Well, I'll give you a nice little review of Raising Cane's. And then chat saying, oh, hi, you should call in. Somebody should call in. I'm just driving to Raising Cane's. We can have a conversation along the way. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep telling stories. And I suppose that's okay as well. But, it's always more interesting just to have somebody on the line with me while we are doing this, taking this journey and this drive to Raising Cane's. But this is a lot of fun. And someone in chat saying, I was just popping in. I'm about to go to sleep. Oh, okay. So you're not going to call in then. Okay, going to sleep. What's the big rush here? Can't be that late. You got to stay up a little bit longer here. The show doesn't go that much longer. 40 minutes, by the way, left in the show. So, as I said earlier, too, I'm working on a couple of T-shirt designs. And I've got one that I pretty much finished up last night. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I sent it out to some graphic design colleagues that are really good at what they do. And they gave me good feedback and good ideas and whatnot. So I'm tweaking a couple of things. And I think I should have that done. Okay, there you go. The chat saying, call in, guys. Don't miss your chance. We're just making sure you got content when no one's calling. No, I know. And I appreciate that. So I'm just trying to, just talk. Because I got to be saying stuff. I can't just be driving around. So I'm working on this T-shirt, and I'm pretty happy with it. And then I'm doing a little photography shoot this weekend for the second T-shirt idea that I have that I don't want to give away because it'll just be a lot more fun if you can just kind of see it rather than me trying to explain it, because I think I'll ruin it if I try to explain it. So I'm excited about that. And, I haven't had the camera out in a while either since COVID, so it'll feel good to snap a few photos and get creative and work with some stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. And just, I'm trying to promote this show too in a way that it's I don't have a Google presence, because it's if you search Drive-By Night Show, there's an old movie with Humphrey Bogart from the 40s that comes up, and it just takes over the entire Google search. So how do I get ranked up higher in the Google search for the Drive-By Night Show? What do I need to have in order to raise in those rankings a little bit? Because as of now, it's Humphrey Bogart, and I don't like it. And it's if you search podcast, it comes up. If you search in the videos, it comes up. But if you just do a straight Google search, it takes a while for it to come up. So that's another thing that I'm just kind of working on, I guess. But there you go. Now I'm just rambling. And 402-853-8436. Probably got a couple of miles before I'm at the Raising Cane's. So give us a call. Come on. Call in. Let's just talk for a few minutes. And before you know it, we'll be at Raising Cane's and we'll order us some food. This has been a nice little dry spell. I haven't had this much dead space in quite a while. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Just driving down the road. This is the Drive-By Night Show. If you're just joining us, I feel like I don't properly finish my story of giving the 3 Lyft rides last week. It was really interesting because I have done, and this is no lie, I've done 25,000 plus rides in my career. And you average 2 to 2.5 people. It's well over 50,000 people that have been in my car that I've given rides to over the years. So it's and now I'm not gonna finish the story here again. We got Oklahoma. This isn't the Gorilla, man. It's a different line. Let's check it out. Drive-By Night Show. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was just calling because I saw in your thing you said you had a dry spell.
This is a dry spell. It's been pretty active all night. Sometimes it feels like when it gets to that 10, 11 o'clock hour, it gets harder to get a phone call. So what are you up to tonight?
Oh, I work at a hotel and I'm night audit.
Oh, okay. So how's that been this evening? A little slow?
Oh, it's been pretty active. We're over here in Stillwater, Oklahoma, actually.
Okay.
And we've got SFA things going on over here.
Cool. So have you been working the night audit through all of COVID?
Yes, I have. At one point, this hotel was down to 1%. We had people just sitting at the front desk to watch one person walk out in the morning.
That's great. So those nights were, did you like nights like that, or was it really difficult to get through?
That was pretty easy because our boss was taking naps.
Okay, there you go then. I mean, as long as you can do that. But now, did you find it harder to get back to work once people started showing up again, or were you glad to just see people?
I was really happy to see people because I'm super talkative, and if people are here, then they're down throughout the night, even at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., so that makes the shift go by a lot faster.
It really does. Like jobs are funny that way when you're like, well, I don't want to do anything at work today. And it sounds good in theory, but when you've got nothing to do, it's just so boring and so slow,
Yeah, but shoot, and I was reading the comments, people are saying it's a college town. Yeah, shoot, OSU, but they died out for a little bit. Everyone switched online and moved back home.
It's true, and I live in a college town as well, and it was really slow around here last year, and now you can see it. There's kids moving around, like the bars. You can start to see people starting to go back to them a little bit, so there's a little bit of action.
Oh yeah, the bars over here are a problem because a lot of bars are out of city limits, so they didn't really have to go by the rules.
I see. So different rules for inside Stillwater and then outside of the city limits?
Yeah, outside the city limits, you could have more than 50 people, and there's this one bar called Tumbleweed, and everyone went to that one.
Yeah, we kind of had the same thing around here too, so it's it's just the way it is.
Well, shoot, I've called your number so many times to be on your show. I'm so excited I'm on it.
I love it. Well, and now that you're here, what would you like to say to the world?
I don't know, for everyone to be happier and nicer, because no one says good morning anymore, it feels like.
You know what I've noticed too? It's it's hard to get response back from somebody. Like let's say that they do something, hold the door open for me, or hand me something, and I say, oh, thank you very much. It seems like people don't say even you're welcome anymore, or oh no, thank you, or oh that's cool. It's just silence. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, no, it's just been bone dry, and they don't want to say anything back to you because one, which is really bad. I didn't know that some people, were deaf, and they read lips. Oh. And we actually had a lot of people come in that were like that, and shoot, we had a little bit of a block right there.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
Yeah, no, sure. I understand what you're saying though, but it's I don't know. It's just weird. It feels like communications.
The whole communication with COVID has gone off because the mask shut everybody down because a lot of people read lips and people wouldn't talk when they checked in, or they would just go straight walk on by me and just not say anything at all. But what really irritated me is in the mornings. I'd have I'm a morning person. I like to say good morning. Have you had breakfast yet and all that, and people would just look at you.
Yeah. No, I get it. Well, and I noticed that too. I would feel my face doing strange things underneath my mask. I'd be smiling at people, or just doing certain things to say, oh yeah, oh, I'm surprised look. And it took me a little while to realize nobody has any idea what you're doing under that mask.
Yeah, exactly. And then the number one thing, when masks started coming off, everyone just started saying it's so nice to see your smile. But very few people said that or anything at all. But shoot, when people said it was nice to see your smile, it made my day, and heck made me a little bit more friendlier.
There you go. And
but when people got in your car, did you have any people talking to you? When they got in the car, would they just sit there and go for the ride?
Oh no, almost everybody talks.
Okay, good. And you seem pretty talkative too, and you want to get a conversation out of someone, so that helps.
Yeah. I'll usually try and start it off, and sometimes people just don't want to talk, and then if they don't, no big deal to me. I won't say anything else to them. But I find 9 times out of 10, if I just start it off, then they've got plenty to say. It's just kind of like the phone calls here too. It's all of a sudden we've ended up talking for 10 minutes.
Yeah, which kind of sucks. But shoot, because how long have you been driving for?
7 years.
God. That's a long time.
It is a long time, so yeah. No,
I've been crazy conversations though within those 7 years.
Yeah, and so many of them I can't even remember at this point. But some of the most bizarre things I've ever heard and seen have happened.
What's the longest drive you've given somebody?
I drove somebody from Nebraska to Chicago, and it was an 8-hour drive.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And did you drive them back?
No. I dropped them off at a concert in Chicago, and then I drove home.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, it was literally, that's all that it was. They their car broke down where I lived, and they really wanted to go to that concert, and they couldn't, it was 4th of July weekend, so they're the planes were booked and the buses were booked, and so they just called an Uber.
I'm gonna ask for everyone else that's asking your comments, how much was the ride?
The ride was little 800 and something.
Oh my. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, they were.
There were 3 of them, though. There were 3 of them. So split 3 ways, $270 each. I mean, it's a plane ticket.
Yeah, but still, though, shit, that's a long car ride just to go to a concert.
It was. They really wanted to go. They really.
Heck, why wouldn't they drive their own car, did they say?
Well, it broke down. It broke down in the city. They were coming from Colorado. And then their car broke down in Nebraska, where I lived. And they had to, order a part for it. So it couldn't get there for, a few days. And their concert was, that weekend. So they were we just got to go. So they just made the decision just to do it.
There was no choice. They were we must do this. We paid for the concert tickets. There's no turning back.
No, they were serious about it. And I think they spent, all their money, though. Because they were talking about how they were going to try and get then a bus back from Chicago. And they were I don't know if we're going to have enough money left. And I was I felt bad, but it's the payment just goes through. There's nothing I can do about it.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, shoot. I can't even imagine having to rent a car to go to a concert. That just blows my mind.
Yeah. Well, because we got to be 25, I think, to rent a car physically. They were younger. They were I think they were 20, 21 or something. So they weren't super old.
Oh, so college diehards. They just wanted to go party the weekend.
They really did. They really did. And they had everything set. They had all their plans set. They were looking forward to it. They were driving across the country to go to this, and then their car breaks down. But no, I appreciated their spirit, because they're we're not going to let this deter us. We're going to make it to this concert no matter what.
Well, how was the whole car ride? Because you're with them for 8 hours.
It's fine. They were good company. We talked almost the entire way.
Well, shoot, that's good. At least they didn't sleep on you.
Yeah. No, they were super cool.
Helps with the drive back. So what made you start doing this call thing at night?
I mean, it's just because I started making videos. I started recording my Uber rides, and I started to hear how well the phone sounded on the video, and it just started putting pieces together. And then I was I could do some sort of a little makeshift call-in radio show, because you can really hear people talking through the speakers of the car. And it was just a way to make sort of a podcast or a talk show, and not have to.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and I didn't have to go the whole traditional way of doing it. I found some modern workaround to have the show.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Shoot, I love watching your talk show, because shoot, when I'm at work, you're always on the phone.
That's true. Well, thank you. It's really nice to hear.
Yeah, shoot. So what else do you want to talk about then?
Well, I'm about to get some chicken fingers here, because they sent me some money and they want to watch me eat chicken fingers on the air. So if you want to stick with me through the drive-thru, you're more than welcome.
Oh, heck yeah. Where are we going?
We're going to Raising Cane's.
Oh, God, that place is good. My boyfriend's from Louisiana, Lafayette area, and he's where the original Raising Cane's.
That's where it's from, right?
Yes,
okay.
And he took me there. The line wrapped around the building.
It usually does. Now, we're doing okay, because we're at 10:30 at night here, and I think there's 4 cars. Now, all right, chat, here's what we got. We got the box combo, which is 4 chicken fingers, the 3-finger combo, which is 3, the Caniac combo, which is 6, or the sandwich combo. Whatever pops up in the chat first, that's what I'm going to get. So, what should I get? And we'll wait. What do you get at Raising Cane's when you go there?
I get the 4-piece combo. I never get the naked chickens. It tastes gross.
Okay. You like the 4-piece, the box combo.
Oh yeah, the 4-piece box combo, that's like the perfect amount.
I think that sounds pretty good. The chat is agreeing with the 4-piece, so I unless I hear differently, I think that's what we're gonna do. Now that comes with crinkle cut fries, cane sauce, Texas toast, coleslaw, and then a 32-ounce fountain drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
No, it's worth every penny.
Okay, well, we're gonna. Oh, the chat's saying the caniac combo. That's 6 chicken fingers. I don't know about all that.
Ooh, that's heavy.
That's a loss. Someone's saying extra sauce. What about dessert? What dessert do they have here?
I have never dessert from Cane's.
Well, let's see what they have. Well, we'll just ask them.
All right. Something with chocolate.
No, they usually do this chicken.
Welcome to Raising Cane's, where our fries will tell you no lies. What can I get started for you tonight?
Can I get the box combo with an unsweet tea?
Box combo, unsweet tea. Anything else?
Do you have any dessert?
We unfortunately do not.
Oh, well, that'll do it then. Thank you.
All right, that'll be $9.09 at that second window. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, so they do not have dessert at Raising Cane's.
Well, what are you feeling like for dessert? You got a Brahms over there?
What's that?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that might be just an Oklahoma thing.
It's called bronze.
Brahms, BRAUMS.
I have no idea what that is. That sounds great.
Oh,
What is it?
It must be an Oklahoma thing. It's a cheeseburger place that also serves ice cream, and their ice cream is the best ice cream.
Like custard or?
No, it's just, God, if I had to compare anything, it'd probably just be like a Bluebell. But shoot, it's just like the Oklahoma type. A lot of their products actually went through Oklahoma State to get tested to make sure it was like going to be put in their stores, and same thing with Sonic.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
I was in communications, and so we studied a lot of this.
Yeah, no, totally. It's just cool though how like each region has their own little thing that nobody else has. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I always like that, and I like to try stuff like that when I go to other places as well. You know.
Sorry, I'm at work again. It's going to be your last name and room number for the AT&T Wi-Fi. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told you I work at a hotel.
Okay, well, it's good. It sounds like there's a little business, so.
Oh, yeah, no, but shoot, all the guests, like, have been staying, like, these ones that are here that I just talked to, they've been staying here, like, 3 weeks with us.
Okay.
And so, just like talking to family almost now.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like you've gotten to know each other, you know?
Yeah, I know them, their wife, and all their kids.
That's awesome. I love it.
Part of them, because
So have you always lived in Stillwater?
No, actually, I'm from Bixby, which is right outside of Tulsa. I saw there were some people staying in Tulsa on there.
Okay.
I graduated from Bixby, and then I did 2 years at TCC, and then I lived in Dubai, and then I came to Stillwater.
Oh, wow. What were you doing in Dubai?
I raced horses for the Olympic junior team. Horses, like endurance horses, and so we raced 25 to 100 miles in under 24 hours.
Wow. How long were you there?
I lived in Dubai for a year.
Wow. What happens there? That place just looks fascinating.
Honestly, there was just a lot of sand that I saw because I lived in a stable, and I didn't get to go off property at all because we were living on the sheik's stable actually.
Oh,
and so
wow.
He had a string of 47 horses at our stable, and so we just kept on rotating out, and we were under constant surveillance, and we couldn't take pictures and videos and stuff like that.
Okay. That's fascinating. Here we go.
The back with the unsweet tea?
Yes.
All right, it'll be $9.09.
All right, thank you.
It was the most beautiful country you'll ever live in, though.
Did you ever see that? Oh, no, thank you. Sorry. Did you ever see that, like, giant building, that tallest building in the world?
Yes, I did, and it was insane. I didn't get to go somewhere in it, but I got to go in the World Mall, which is like, or the big mall that's right there next to it, and I got to go to like the Silverman, like with the waterfall, like running down it, side aquarium where people can swim with sharks.
Okay, that sounds like a very unique experience that not a lot of people have had.
It's really different, and then the other thing they have in that mall is there's a place where you can like ski. I didn't get to do that, but there were slopes in there, I guess.
Inside the mall.
inside the mall. They produce snow 24/7 for people to ski on.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
But I said, I'm like, in the middle of the desert, there's snow.
Yeah. Well, inside the mall, apparently.
But the other crazy thing is, where I was living, we lived right next to this place called Cameltown. And so they race camels out of there. So if we ever need any vet equipment, we would go and get it from the camel vet. But what was really cool is when we were out breezing the horses, we would run next to the camels that were training for their races to go around a track.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. Now, do you have plans to do anything similar to this in the future, or is that just sort of like something from your past?
It's kind of like, I guess, what got me started. What I want to do for the future is I want to do therapeutic riding for the military. I volunteered for a lot of therapeutic riding places for kids. And so half my family's in the military, and they wanted to go into therapeutic riding, and I kind of ride hot horses, a little bit hard to handle for kids. So I was like, well, if I do therapeutic riding for the military, they can handle a hotter horse. So that's what I'm kind of working towards. I'm working with Right Path Riding Academy. It's right outside of Drumright. And so I'm slowly trying to get into that, and my boyfriend's graduating, and he's trying to get some land, so maybe I'll have my own schedule to where I can open up a facility to invite military over there to where they can do it.
I love it. That sounds like, again, a very unique plan that you have, though. So I wish you all the best with it.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And heck, I feel bad to keep on the phone with other people that are wanting to talk to you.
No worries.
But,
just going to eat some chicken fingers now.
Oh, heck, I want to eat the chicken fingers before I get off the phone.
All right.
Tell me how you like it. You've had canes before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's get one out here. So here's one of the cane chicken fingers. And here we go. Somebody told me to do this last week, and I didn't do it properly. Can you smell it through the phone? Can you can you smell the canes through the phone? Can you smell it?
I honestly feel like I could.
Okay. So now we've got that, and then we've got, this is what they call the Cane's sauce. And what would you say Cane's sauce is exactly?
I heard that it was just a mixture of a bunch of sauces that a kid threw together to pass his class.
It kind of tastes like that. Now that I just stuck my finger in it, it kind of tastes like 18 different things mashed together.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how it happened. I think a kid didn't how canes get started. They had to make a project, and he ended up doing a food place, and then he came up with that place with a chicken finger place, or a chicken stick place. And no one thought it was going to take off just because it was plain chicken,
right?
And just in different portions, like 3, 4, 6. But no, then the sauce was like the main selling point, because he got it all together and threw all these random sauces together, and it tasted good, and they called it cane sauce, and that's how it took off, I heard.
It's crazy, but they got a big dog like as their mascot, and I read that there was like a dog named Kane, and this is them raising their dog named Kane. I don't know, something like that. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I heard it was his dog, and that's how he got the name. He was raising him, and then took on the sunglasses and everything.
Yeah, because there's a picture of a dog with sunglasses at a chicken restaurant, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. God, the other thing, do y'all have Andy's frozen custard over where y'all are at?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Never heard of that either.
Oh man, that's the frozen custard place, and they just serve ice cream, and that's another funny, like, Oklahoma thing, I guess, or maybe not even, because I think there might be one in Louisiana. I don't know. Okay. But in Tulsa at Andy's, there's one in Bixby, actually, and it has a big old ice cream cone on it that spins. And with Oklahoma weather, one time a tornado was coming through and the winds took it off.
Really? Took the whole ice cream cone off.
Took the whole ice cream cone off the top.
That's something else.
It was pretty crazy.
That's scary.
But I was thinking,
those big winds and tornadoes can be scary sometimes.
Well, shoot, they took out more Oklahoma, that poor town.
Oh, yeah. What, just recently?
No, shoot, a few years ago.
A few years ago, okay.
Yeah, it was like back when I was in high school, we did volunteering for our SSA group, and I remember our teacher told us not to look out the windows.
All right. Okay, so I've dipped the chicken finger into the cane sauce, and now I'm gonna take my first bite here.
Yeah. Get it?
It's pretty good, you know. I would say the chicken itself, it is a little bit dry, honestly, in the inside. So this sauce is kind of like, I think you have to have it.
Oh yeah, it's a saving grace. You have to eat it with the sauce.
You have to eat it with the sauce. Now, it's not to say the chicken finger is bad, because it's not at all. And I really like the breading of it. It's got a nice soft and crunchy part, both to the breading. So.
Oh yeah, well I never recommend getting the naked chicken. That's the chicken without the breading. And one time I tried giving that to my dog because I didn't even like it, and she wouldn't eat it.
That doesn't sound good. I think you've got to have that breading.
Yep, but hey, I pulled up the hotel and I've got a new guest coming.
Okay, thank you so much for calling. Have a good night.
Thank you too, and it's nice meeting you. Have a good one.
You as well. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was Stillwater, Oklahoma calling, keeping me company while I got some Raising Cane's and saw some really interesting stories about racing horses and camels and Dubai and snow skiing inside of a mall. And it's like, what's going on here? All right, we got California on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Doing pretty good, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. I'm about to eat some coleslaw from a fast food chicken place called Raising Cane's. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never had it myself, sir.
Okay, well, there you go. So I'm going to take one bite of coleslaw here. Do you like coleslaw in general?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, it just depends. So I've had warm coleslaw before. That was kind of gross, I'm not going to lie.
I'm sure there is, because there's always that one coleslaw that if you have it, it can kind of ruin coleslaws for you. Because have you ever been to like a picnic when there's been like coleslaw baking in the sun for like 4 hours, and you're like, oh, I'll try a bite of that, and it doesn't taste very good when it's all warm like that. The mayonnaise can start separating.
Yeah, it's not very pleasant.
No. So what's on your mind tonight?
Not much, man. Just been chillaxing with my dog.
Okay. Did you go for a walk or anything?
Nah. I don't usually go on walks on Thursdays. It's like a Friday, Saturday thing.
Okay, that's fair. Do you take your dog to like a dog park ever?
Once in a while.
Okay. Throw the frisbee around?
Not necessarily. He likes the tennis ball.
Okay, tennis ball more. That's fine. Nothing wrong with a tennis ball. All right, so I got through the coleslaw, and it was just coleslaw. I can't tell you like anything extra original or interesting about it. Like I wouldn't say go to Raising Cane's and just get the coleslaw. I mean, it's about chicken fingers. So you gotta get chicken fingers.
Yeah, if you're gonna go to a chicken place, you ought to get the chicken.
Now I've got some crinkle fries though, so I'm very keen on these.
Tell me how those are.
I will. These are really good. I think I like it better than the chicken itself, but I love crinkle fries, so it's like one of the best things in the world. These are very good. I would recommend the crinkle fries. Now, do you dip the crinkle fries in the cane sauce is the question.
I would. That sounds pretty good.
All right, let's try it. Yep, you definitely dip it in the cane sauce. Okay.
Is it good?
It is good. It's not bad. It's a good combination. What was that?
I actually don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
That sounded like somebody like fell off of a bridge or something. Maybe.
It might have been the neighbors.
Okay. All right. It sounded strange though. Okay, so now the last piece of the meal here is the Texas toast. Okay. So it looks like one side is like this, and then the other side they actually buttered and toasted. So I think what any sane and rational person would do is just take a quick little lick. Yep.
I mean, that's the only logical thing to do.
You gotta lick it, right? Just to get like that little buttery taste in your mouth, and then we'll pull off a square. And I asked them if they had any dessert at this place, and they're like, no, sorry, we don't. Why wouldn't they just have a cookie or a brownie or an ice cream cone? They had nothing.
They don't have any dessert?
They had nothing at all. Can you believe it? Do you live?
And I think even KFC got that. They got dessert, don't they?
They got dessert. Do you live next to a harbor?
I don't. Is it a restaurant? Or are you talking like an actual harbor?
Well, I hear like a maybe like a tugboat or something in the distance.
Oh no. That's my girlfriend's phone going off.
Oh, I see. No worries. So I'm kind of thinking like if they don't have dessert, then we've just got to treat this Texas toast as our dessert, because it's kind of.
I got you.
It's kind of the sweetest thing. The closest thing that resembles a dessert is this right here. What do you think?
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. I mean,
excuse me.
You're excused. What did you have for dinner tonight?
I had steak and some mashed potatoes.
Okay. How did it turn out?
But I had a soda, so I'm a little gassy.
A little gassy, yeah. No, I understand. Sometimes those bubbles are good, though. It kind of lets things loose, as they say.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, I ate my...
Ever had Cheesecake Factory?
I have had Cheesecake Factory. What do you think about that place?
I think it's delicious, man.
You like it a lot?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it might be slightly overrated, in my opinion. I kind of make fun of it, and I call it the Beefcake Factory. Which is kind of my little...
I like that.
It's kind of fun, right? Yeah. Well, I like to give places names, though, that aren't really their own. And it's kind of fun. It's like that. Like a creaky door, you know.
I'm sorry. I'm just walking out this room.
No worries, man. No worries. I'm enjoying all the heightened sounds going on wherever you are.
I live in this house is built like the 1920s, I believe. Okay, so it's all creaky.
It's going to a house that old. Just it comes with those creaks almost. They should put that in like the bill of sale. It's like you have bought this house, but you've also bought all the noises that this house makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let my dog out real quick.
Okay.
Go potty.
Are you talking to your dog or to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I just wasn't sure. So, any other parting sounds you can give us this evening?
I think it's a clown horn in this room. Clown horn.
Let's hear it. That one's pretty good. I like that one, actually. There you go. You got to take your show on the road here, man. This is good stuff.
I play a little trombone myself as well.
Okay. I think that's technically the sad trombone.
Well, I'm feeling a little blue today, so why not?
Okay. Aren't we all? You know, it's in the air. Something's in the air. I'm telling you.
You like music?
Oh man, you're killing me.
Me myself, I kind of like some music.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't understand you.
You know, I feel like whenever you're in the middle of a room and you fart and everyone's just looking at you like.
I hate it when that happens.
Exactly.
It's awkward. What do
you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What do you call a dog with no legs?
A dog with no legs. I do not know.
Don't matter what you call it, he ain't coming.
Complete with drum roll, and yeah, we'll take it. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I only got a few minutes left in the show. And I got to wrap up my my food review here. But will you call me again some week and do this again? This was fun.
Yes, sir.
All right,
definitely.
All right, I'll look for you soon then.
All right, man.
All right, have a good one.
You too, man.
See ya. All right, that was amazing. It was like a one-man show there with all the sound effects, and I really just kind of wanted to keep listening to it. It was so fun because he was just so like, he had like no energy while he was doing it, yet he'd let the sound effects like kind of do the work. Colorado's been trying hard here, and I want to wrap up this food review, but Colorado's been trying so hard. Let's give them a shot. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Nigger.
Yep. Good for you, Colorado. Thanks. We made it. Well, you're blocked, by the way. We made it 2 hours and 55 minutes, and that turd is just trying so hard to get through. You got nothing better to do? And I was going to give a food review anyway, and now it's like I answered the phone for that. Yeah, you know what? Cane's was $9.09. Felt maybe a bit on the pricey side, but you get the chicken fingers, you get the fries, you get the coleslaw, you get the toast. It almost seems like it's too complicated for its own good. Like we could get rid of one of those things in there. Like honestly, I didn't need the coleslaw, and maybe knock off a buck or two, not to get the coleslaw, to make that an option. Something like that I think might go better in their favor. I think the fries were the best. The chicken fingers were the second best. The cane sauce was necessary on both of them. And then the Texas toast as a dessert, since they didn't have a dessert, wasn't that bad. Coleslaw, I just don't think we need it. So there you go. There's your little mukbang or whatever. Okay. Gonna get caught the chat real quick here and call the show good. Ice cream and burgers, yum, milkshakes, Illinois, buy milk there like 10 times a week. Yes, I concur. Gorilla Guy drinks like 5 gallons of milk from Brahms a week. Okay, there's a lot of talk about this place, Brahms. Well, Grill Man's 400 pounds. He's got to. Decent, I've never been, but want to go so bad. Bixby, oh my God, Dubai is so neat. Other people have been to Dubai, huh? Hey, Oklahoma friends, go visit Lil Cafe in Commerce, Oklahoma, if you go by that way. This lady's interesting. She needs a nickname. Wow, bad spelling, but that's what it's called. Psycho, what's the name of the cafe? Did I miss any cool calls when I was gone? I think I missed that guy with all the sound effects. That was pretty cool, actually. I'm waiting so I can call him. Let's see. Damn. Oh, that looks good. My mouth is watering. This guy is valid. I was scrolling and saw the chicken tender and just stopped. Had to see this. Well, there you go. There's more reason to maybe do some of these more mukbangs on the live show, because people are scrolling by and they see the food. It might entice them to come on in. So that's kind of fun. I saw someone make the recipe on here. Well, what is the recipe? The dog's name was Kane. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Geez, what does Nebraska even have? Well, it's got a Raising Cane's. I just don't know what this Brahms stuff is. Got to find the nearest Raising Cane's. I'm here. Nebraska has the world's best zoo and College World Series. Those are kind of facts, actually. I want it so bad. She was great. Some Oklahoma people are great. They absolutely are. I'm making friends all over Oklahoma. Man, Oklahoma is keeping this man's lives lively. They really are. Thank you, Oklahoma. I appreciate it. You go there for the chicken, fries in the sauce. Yep. Yes, fries in the sauce. Is Chick-fil-A in Nebraska? Yes, it is. We can try that next. I think it closes at like 9 or 10, though. We'll have to do it early in the show. Was that Bigfoot? Yeah. I'm concerned for our caller. Right. I just spent 40 minutes watching all of your TikToks. Thank you. That's awesome. It takes 40 minutes to watch all my TikTok. That's incredible. I love it. Thank you very much. I'm not done yet, but I just saw you were live, so I got distracted. Please continue to get distracted with me being live. I should have a little something. The dessert is the cane sauce. Okay. That was a tugboat, wasn't it? Carbs are basically just sugar. Does this guy have a sound effects board? Yeah, that guy was great. Damn, you get any of you high? This guy has a soundboard or something. Laugh my ass off. I'm glad I joined this live. What is Kane's punk from Colorado? Yeah, definite punk from Colorado. He's trying so hard for that too. Like he was calling for when Oklahoma was on, and then when the tugboat guy was on, he was just banging through it the whole time just to get that out there. We gave you just enough with a little spending money. Thank you. Yeah, I got 91 cents. Thank you. It's a tip. Chicken Fingers Restaurant. Oh, Michigan is too lame for anything like that. Okay, we did it. We caught up with the chat. There was a phone call that I kind of just let it go because it is 11 o'clock. This has been the Drive-By Night Show. Come back next Thursday. Yes, I'll be here. Okay, yeah, everyone come back next Thursday. We'll be here at 8 o'clock Central Time next Thursday. This particular episode will be up on YouTube, I'm hoping by tomorrow, Saturday at the latest. And then it'll be out on a podcast. Search Drive-By Night Show at YouTube at All the Rides. Go check out all that stuff. Go subscribe to all that crap. Keep sending me money. We'll keep eating food. And thank you guys for everything. I appreciate it as always. And we'll see you next week.